Oh, why does it look so weird? Oh, change, it looks different. God, YouTube, you've just fucking changed everything. This is, by the way, if you're new, and even if you're not new, just to remind you, everything I say is channeling. So see what I'm going through right now, looking at the weird layout. It's change, and I don't fucking like it. And I'm brilliant at change because I've got so much Scorpio on my chart. But yeah, I'm not liking the change of the layout. And I think there's a lot of people that feel like that. But anyway, we're going to, tough shit, we're going to have to deal with it, right? South Node in Scorpio and the stubborn Taurus full moon. I've just been working with a Taurus moon, actually. And it magically kind of lands, it often does magically land on someone's moon. But yeah, how weird. It just, the layout looks really weird. Right, let me, oh no, what have I done? Shit, guys, what in the fuck am I doing here? Oh my God, right, wait a minute. If I'm still live, I need to fucking check. I just pressed back. I'm still live, haven't I? But I can't see YouTube. This is just like, oh God, technical difficulties. Just hang on, fine. Exit full screen. YouTube, would you like to come back? That would help right now. What did I do with it? Am I still? Sorry, I'm just asking. Do you know what? You want something done, do it yourself. Am I live? Am I fucking live right now? Yes, I am. There I am. And I'm also like 50 minutes late as well. Sorry about that. Okay, that's very annoying. Can we fix it so that oh, this is not steady. See, because I just said this is not steady. Now I'm hearing that song. I'm a little unsteady, and I can't sing it. Oh God, wait a minute. If I do this, is it going to work? Yeah, that works. Oh fuck, there we go. That's fine. I think I've sorted it. Do that. How do I get this bit away? God, honestly, how long have I had this laptop and I'm still trying to fucking get used to this shit? Hello, Sophia. Hello, Nix. How are you doing? Oh, that'll do. That'll do. So the reason why I put the 12 with the wee letters and the big F is because I kept forgetting to put an F. I'm here for 20 minutes and they'll be back again like last week. Oh, okay. Is it because this clashes with bedtimes? Yeah, I was just saying, so again, people can catch that on replay, but I wasn't liking that it's a totally different layout. By the way, could you like the video on the way in, guys? Because that helps other people find us. And we're at 407. Listen, we're no far away from the 444. Yeah, 500 is great and all that too, but and beyond. But we get overwhelmed around here, so we just take it day by day. I just want the 444 goal and I'll be very happy. Yeah, it's really weird. It looks different, but and it's also different because I usually go on my phone, and if I go live on the laptop, I'm in my wee office, but like I say, it gets fucking freezing in there, so fuck that. I don't think I'll be, but again, it just never gets used. It got used for a few fancy videos with a lovely white background, and we're back to the couch. So there's a message in that. Do you know what I mean? And it probably doesn't actually, it doesn't fit with this. That's not a good message, Claire. Not a very good message. No, fuck it. I'm going to go in that office. I'm going to get a heater and I'm going to persevere with change. That's so funny. Again, I'm going to stress people that are new, everything that I'm saying is part of this, right? Because this full moon is literally about if you're staying in your comfort zone and think about it. Hello, And by the way, thank you for that donation, Charlotte. How are you doing? Yeah, Charlotte, here's before I get into everything that I was just chatting about there, Charlotte, so you can either have a 5-minute message, like what I was going to do for people, or if you don't mind me doing a longer, and now I know I do this anyway, but I'm actually going to just read, if you don't mind me doing a bit of a longer one in front of people, and obviously you know that I don't go in, you know, I wouldn't go deep into stuff that, you know, they guide me to what to say. I know it looks like, I know it really doesn't look like that when I'm going into my own shit, but trust me, like what, 8 years deep, 6, 7 years of live streaming, and trust me, I never ever come off, and you know what I mean, it's only the recorded one, sometimes I'm like but once it's like, all of it. I mean, what I noticed is I've actually got 2 recorded ones I haven't published yet. And what I've noticed I do is I think that you've already seen it and I'll refer to it. And I'm like, oh, I haven't actually published that yet. So it's like, you don't know what, people will know what the fuck I'm talking about. But yeah, I'll publish them after I get off this. And then also it's quite funny because when I was watching back last night, I mean, I get a kick out mode. This is what I mean. It helps me back. But it was like, I was talking about a film twice for 10 minutes and it kept cutting off the memory. So then by the time the one that you are actually going to see, I'm talking about the film as if I've already channeled about it. And I'm pretty sure I haven't in the video. So people will be like scratching their heads like, this is the first time Claire's mentioned in this film. Like, what fucking film is it? So we'll just see. It'll be quite funny if people are in the comments like, what film is it? So, because I'm not watching it back again. Do you know what I mean? I watched it and I think I maybe fell asleep watching it, like what I used to. And I'm pretty sure. I think it was one of them ones where I'm like, oh, I don't want to fucking put that out. And like I said in the other video, if anyone's watched the recent one, do you know why I'm getting so uncomfortable with channeling about my own journey, particularly? And it's thank Christ, it's only for the next few weeks. It's because my 8th house is all about having to do what I do on here. Like, I'm meant to be really, really uncomfortable sharing my deeper feelings. And this is a fucking twin flame channel. So I have to be sharing my deeper feelings. But, oh God, and so I wonder if that's my shadow doing that. That's interesting because I wasn't going to make it all about the love tonight at all. It's about money. And now they're pulling me to the 2 of Cups. So maybe that's me just running away from what I'm meant to be doing. All right, okay, I just coached myself in front of everyone live. Right, that happens a lot. Get used to it. Right, I'm fucking going all over the bastard place, and I have got ADHD as well. So just saying, you know what I mean? And I can make a joke about that because I've got it anyway. So I am a shaman that taps in between the dimensions. So that too, and a medium and all the other things. So, you know, it's both, all of it is equally true. You know what I mean? That's for people that say things like ADHD and dyslexia and that don't exist. Like, you know, a big fuck you to people that say that. Try live my life. Come and look at the mess on my couch. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing and a curse, like what I said in that last video. Did anyone watch that one? That was freaky that the curse card came out. Anyway, what I was gonna, let's deal with Charlotte. So Charlotte, if you'd be okay with me doing a spread out of the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards, I was going to do one for the collective. So I'm going to do one for the collective, and then I can do, oh my God, I'm good, thanks. Big news. I got an email yesterday at 11:33 to say I'm divorced. Oh my God, congratulations. Wow. Yeah, we celebrate divorces around here. We celebrate divorces. Well, how does it feel to be free of that contract? Now the old twinny flamey is going to rush into your life. If that happens, we really are fucking having a party around here. Not if that happens, fucking when that happens, sister. Right, so yeah, so basically I'm going to do a spread out of this book around money, but it's also going to be around, it's called, you know, intention for wealth, but it's also about valuing yourself, because Taurus is valuing yourself, which ties in money with our self-worth and all this kind of shit, right? So this is the one I'm going to do for the collective, but so I can either do the same one for you, Charlotte, on here, because what I was going to ask you, I was going to message you to ask, could I do that as a recorded video? and, you know, say that it's for you. And the reason is because I was going to, for people that join the platforms, whatever the fuck we're going to call it, the subscriptions, someone was going to win, like, you know, I was going to give something away each month. And I'm just honouring the fact that you went for it, Charlotte, and no fucker else did. So apart from my lovely ladies that are already subscribed to the higher tier, and like I said, I've done a lot of stuff for them not too long ago. So I just thought, you know what I mean? And I never got around to saying to you, so Spirit just sorted out. So, and then the fact that, like, you know what I mean? So, you know, Charlotte really has got this whole energy exchange thing down, because that's what I'm like too. And then I get things back for me in ways like this, like random people just gifting me things. And it's basically, so Charlotte did donate, you did donate again, but I'm giving you above and beyond a 5-minute message. Okay, I get it. I usually do make them longer than that anyway, right? That's no fucking point. It's just basically, you know what I mean? Give a little, get a lot back. I know Charlotte knows this. I'm explaining it for everyone else. And isn't that hilarious that it's like, there was really no other winner in that scenario, because it was basically, it was aimed at that tier and a button, and the other ones were already on it. And it's, so yeah, I just thought it was hilarious. So yeah, the thing is really, do you want me to, do you mind if I do it in front of everyone else? Like, yeah, that's basically it. Or if you want me to do it privately, I can, and I'll do a 15-minute, either I can do a 15-minute recorded one, and if you don't want anyone else to see it, I could do it that way. Or I can do a 15-minute recorded one that everyone can see, but they'll know it's for you, because that's what I was going to ask you, if you're okay with that, because it's helpful. And you know, it's like, listen, I'm going to be reading it for you, and it's going to be for about fucking 50 other folk. Do you know what I mean? Right. So, and then what was I saying before Charlotte came in? Right. It's been interesting, but I'm feeling more celebrated today. Yeah, mixed. And by the way, did it come in today? Yesterday? Yesterday. Yeah, because like, that's crazy fucking timing, by the way. Because holy shit, Charlotte, is your Taurus energy in your 7th house? Or no, it's not, because it might. I mean, I need to look at your chart. Because that's marriage. Do you know what I mean? But it doesn't need to be. I'm just wondering that there will be, I bet you there'll be a connection. Let me see. God, there's about 100 million people in here. Random fucking folks. Even I'm just, anyway, it's like a store people's. Oh, fucking you're not even on this. This is atrocious. I must have done it on a different. The 5th. What's your 2nd house? I'll need to look at that myself and work that out. But that is huge, because it's when so for anyone that doesn't get this, when I've channeled about that before, is that, you know, past lives come into everything that I do with people. But and past lives can be in the past in this life, like Charlotte being married in the past, or it can be actual past life. But the thing is what, and I can't remember what inspired me to channel about that one day. I can't remember if it was someone's session or something. Was it maybe something I'd heard or read or something? I can't remember really, to be honest. That's annoying when people do that, but I genuinely can't remember if it was a download that I got or something. But it was basically about, I think it was actually a story my mum was telling. No, I remember it was a story my mum was telling me about her friend. And then I think it was in a book I was reading. And it's basically, you know, even if you are on really good terms with someone, like Charlotte's on quite good terms with your ex, aren't you? And it's like, it just isn't good. Like, it isn't good if you're wanting a romantic relationship with someone else when you've not tied up loose ends. So, but some people, but I was giving an example of, like, my mum's friend is still, I think she's still to this day married to someone, but she's like, but you know, they hadn't, so say up until she bumped into him, like maybe not that long ago, like she hadn't seen him for like 20 years or something, but they're still married, but she's been with this other guy like 15, 20 years. And it just doesn't matter because, you know what I mean? There's no kind of connections here other than the fact that they are still married, which is quite a big fucking connection. Do you know what I'm saying? So the long and short of it is, it's, yeah, the better something is done and dusted like that, sooner the better. That seems really obvious. But you know what I'm saying? It's like there is a sense of freedom that comes about someone. So although, you know, people might have thought, oh, it's not a big deal, it actually is a big deal. Like, oh God, I'm getting really fucked. See what I mean? This isn't me. What have my eyes just been doing? Look at how tongue-tied I'm getting. Look what I'm getting really can't fucking speak right now. My Mercury's in Taurus. Maybe this is what my Mercury retrogrades in Taurus. I can't stop thinking about you. My eyes just got led to this when I'm, so again, this is the collective divine masculine incoming with a message. I can't stop thinking about you because I can't actually carry on until like that. Wait a minute, let's get, these are Charlotte's favorite cards. So that's what happened on the shoot. Did anyone see the wee spontaneous shorts I done? They were so fun. I just picked up the sexual magic tarot and away we go. It was funny. Well, let's just see what that's all about, because I was getting really, really fucking tongue-tied there. Right, let me just, Sophia, have I see the things I was going to say? Did I say them? Be my brain, be my brain. I'm totally up for a spread. How you feel guided? You're like the dream client, Charlotte. Do you know that actually I'm not just saying this, all my soul family clients say, they all say things like just do as you're guided. Whenever I give the option of a spread, they all just say whatever day. So I really do love that people trust me to go with, well, because they know it's spirit, right? You know what I mean? In front of everyone is fine. Great, that makes it good. So we'll do your one first, in case I take forever. Or do we need to do the collective? What suits you? Do you want me to do yours first or the collective? Right, off to express some sacred rage. I'll be back in an hour and a half. Well, enjoy that. That could be quite explosive in a Taurus full moon. Love you too. Right, I was listening to them earlier while washing up. Yeah, they were interesting. Yeah. Right, okay, so let me just, I need to just tap into the collective for this bit just now, because that was kind of weird actually. Right, so, oh my God, and then right as I've said that, my eyes have been led to, you're not for everyone, embrace your weirdness, face your true north. So, oh my God, right, so I need to just slow the fuck down. And so remember, that's really huge because the North Node is in Taurus. This full moon is in Taurus. Uranus, the planet of expect, unexpected, awakening, shock, surprises, whether it be good, bad, indifferent. That, you know what I mean? Like so there's that element of huge, shocking change that can just happen out of nowhere. Which, like you said, that could be a fucking great thing or a not so great thing, depending on what comes your way. Good luck with that, everyone. May the force be with you. And the North Node being in Taurus is, so it's important for you 1985ers, because there's a lot of you out there, men and women, because that is your North Node. So your life should be changing in quite a, depends, because my best friend's got that. And, well, I'll actually... I'll ask her when I speak to her. There might be something, there might be something going on work-wise or in something that I'm not aware of that would be, there will be something, put it that way, and but with a lot of people, it'll be stuff to do with relationships. And like I said in one of those shorts, to me, when you've got a North Node in Taurus, so this is the people that have actually got it, but just the people that haven't got it, it's their collective destiny. When you've got the North Node in Taurus and the South Node in Scorpio, your South Node, right? Your North Node is where you're heading. And like I said, that's the collective destiny. So what this full moon is doing for all of us, I think we're just going to have to persevere, It's a little bit of me channeling the collective of divine masculine energies. And it's also because my Mercury is in Taurus, I feel and I feel they're using it's some there's something, and I think the fact that I keep saying I don't know, because usually I'd be able to sort of, and it's like I can't actually put my, it's like like put it this way, when do I ever be like, I don't know what this means, fuck this, I'm giving up and whatever, it's that feeling. It's like I'm just like, this is actually really annoying me. So I'm channeling the feeling of someone out there, or a whole load of you is feeling like really frustrated and annoyed that you can't get your words together or your thoughts together or any of it. And like, if you think about that card that's put, I can't stop thinking about you, it's literally someone being consumed with a lot of feelings and a lot of thoughts. And right, okay, I think that's it. But anyway, so to peel it back from that, for the collective of people, we're all being asked to move outside our comfort zone. And remember, Taurus moon, if you are a Taurus moon, Sophia's a Taurus moon, it's stubborn, you know, isn't it? Like, I mean, Sophia, you would admit that, wouldn't you? It's like, it's, you know, not liking change, you know, liking to be comfortable where you are, and, you know, really not liking change. It's quite, you know, stubborn to move that forward. But it's about that. So it's about money, it's about values, it's about nature, it's about, you know, grounding. You know, Taurus is a divine feminine energy as well. So again, it's like basically, but yeah, it's what I said in that short. So that's the collective destiny. It's about, we're being asked, do we value ourselves? Who do we value? Are we spending enough time around the people that we value, the situations? Are we, you know, in jobs or callings that we love? All this kind of, I could go on and on and on, right? About, are you around what you value, who you value, all that kind of stuff, right? And again, it shouldn't be, it should be quite uncomfortable. And that's why I used the example of now the South Node. The South Node in Scorpio is brutal. Sorry, if you've got it, it is brutal, right? I've got loads of friends with this. It's quite like, you know, it's pain, you know, it's past life pain from actual past lives, but definitely pain from the past. That can be childhood, teenage years, fucking 2 weeks ago, whatever's going on in your life. It's pain. And it's kind of like, weirdly, you know, because the South Node is often where our past lives have been, it's where we're comfortable. It's our comfort zone. For instance, my South Node, to give a contrast, is in Sagittarius. So I'm comfortable like learning, like I'm comfortable learning loads, learning, and that's why I've fucking trained in about 50 million different things, because I was on the merry-go-round of learning all this different stuff, which actually I just remembered from most of it I've just fucking naturally had from past lives, and I've just relearning it anyway. But it's true story. That's how I channel astrology. Do you know what I mean? Like I just remember it. Like when I went to wait, I just fucking channel it. Sorry, and I'm just going really slow tonight. I think it's because I asked to be more in my divine feminine than my divine masculine. So that's really interesting. And you might not notice the difference, but I do, because it's like it's like I'm kind of frustrated at how slow I'm talking at some bits. I know I'm talking fast, so I'll just persevere it. Because notice, look, I changed my wolf's gone and it's my tiger. So I was guided to do that. So it's kind of like I'm kind of adjusting here. The wolf's behind my back, though. The wolf's got my back. So there's something in that, because that's divine feminine, divine masculine. So divine masculine's got your back. Oh, there you go. That's a clever message. But so it might not feel like it, but the message is they've got your back. So we're going to trust, because divine feminine trusts. And like, for all you know, your divine masculine could have got secretly married or something, you haven't found out. Do you know what I mean? Like, seriously, that could actually be me as well. I really don't know. Do you know what I mean? But what you're going to lean into there is, even if that's the case, it's not going to last, because they're no twin flames. You know what I mean? Right, moving on from that. See what I mean? You just don't know what's going to come out of my mouth tonight, because I've actually got this. My moon is conjunct Uranus. So this is a kind of wacky, eccentric, expect unexpected energy. And that's actually the energy I have every day. Like, you know what I mean? I surprise myself every day. Right, so yeah, so basically the South Node, it would, and I'm going to use that analogy that I used. It would be being kind of almost, I want to say addicted to pain. That's, you'd be like, why would you be? But it is. It's kind of like staying in that kind of painful place. And this is what I've been used to. These are kind of relationships I've been used to. This is just life, you know, kind of victim mode, but I'd kind of use that kind of for the shadow side of Cancer. But yeah, kind of victim mode, and I'm going to stay here. Don't do that. If you stay a victim in any area of your life, whether it be in a loveless relationship, a loveless marriage, a loveless friendship, because a lot of friendships are breaking down at this time, around family that don't appreciate you and make you feel like crap, jobs that make you feel like crap, where you're not fulfilled, anywhere where you're bored. I say that all the time. I couldn't think anything worse than being bored. I hate being bored. Unless it's the kind of boredom where I'm just staring at the window, because to me that's not boring. I kind of like doing that. Do you know what I mean? It's like bored and stagnant, that kind of, I'm not up for that. But I've got Venus in Aries, so you know what I mean. It's that is fiery, excitement, fun, playful, inner child energy. But basically, I'm trying to get what they're trying to say to me. Yeah, I gave the analogy because it came in when I was actually getting ready before I'd done them, and then it's perfect. It's like the shift that a lot of people will be making in their lives right now is those of you that have been used to kind of either being in relationships, but it wasn't like your, you know, one you were really fired up about. And I don't mean sexually, because that's actually what that would be. You know, South Node and Scorpio screams sex. It just is sex. I actually went to say the axis of Taurus and Scorpio earlier when I was doing the shorts, and I said Taurus and sex. I mean, that fucking says it all. And remember, I've got a lot of Scorpio energy, and my sex sign Mars is actually in Scorpio at quite a high degree. So again, it's like, that's why they're getting me to pick up the sexual tarot, even though I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. And the analogies are just fucking coming at me too fast. There's another one that's actually really uncomfortable for me to do that. But watching them back, if you know me really well, you can tell it's uncomfortable. But actually, it wasn't that uncomfortable. I kind of really enjoyed it whilst I was like, oh yeah, I was fucking took to it like a duck like water, because it's not really that different. I just push myself out the way and fucking pass on the messages. But what I'm saying is, it's like that is going outside my comfort zone. And like I said, that was hilarious when I said, like, if I end up channeling these messages like something that I come across sometimes, it's not going to happen. I don't think I could push myself out the way enough to pass on those dirty messages. Sometimes I'm like, fucking hell, man, Jesus Christ, you know what I mean? You feel like you're fucking snooping on somebody's fucking bedroom antics when you're catching these. Unless it's like they're reading your own and you're like, fuck, did somebody have a camera? Fucking hell. Oh my God, sorry. Anyway, sorry, if you've never came across ones like that, you're missing out. They're pretty entertaining. But I don't think you're going to get that from me. But you never know. You never know. If things go a really weird way, that might be what I'm going to be doing. But it's not for the foreseeable, okay? It's the lukewarm kind of ones that you got. That's about as hot as it's going to get with those messages, right? Right, okay, moving on. So, but look at how I'm channeling this. The heater's getting really hot. Oh my God, I can't be arsed getting up to turn that off though. But basically, it would be going from kind of casual hookups to being ready for the real deal relationship. And that even goes for people that have been in other relationships, but secretly they know it wasn't the one or anything. Do you know what I mean? That is basically, so a lot of people with those actual placements will be like that, unless you're kind of like, you know, I can think my best friend's got that. And she met her boyfriend when she was like fucking 12. I'm joking, but she was very young. She was 17. He took her away from me. We forgive them though, because they're still together. They've got beautiful kids, and they're like the happiest fucking couple ever. But which is very fucking near. Let's face it, very fucking. They must be twin flames. They must be, or close, very fucking high level soulmates. I'm joking. I hate that term. Please, nobody say high level soulmates around me. You will have to unsubscribe and leave. We don't use that, right? I think that's a made up term for people that think they were a twin flame. Then they find out that who your twin flame isn't your twin flame. Oh, so do you know what, actually? Do you know what, actually? You know, the divine masculine, actually, they're not actually hurrying up as quickly as I'd want them to. They're not so divine. So spirit is sending you in a high level soulmate. Sorry, all that kind of shit. I'm fucking signing off. I just think that's a cop out. Sorry, just saying. And again, can you not make me say this stuff? Because now I'm actually panicking. See, they're pushing me out of the... It's true, though. Actually, every word that I just said is true. It is true. It's true. Because they don't let nothing but the truth. And I'm not even kidding you. I've got... this energy is nuts. because I've got this, because my moon conjunct Uranus and Sag, by the way, that is pure truth. Like, I'm channeling truth right now. All of those kind of labels in that, I'm not saying all of them, because I know a lot of them that I'll come across, they are actually real, but there's some kind of fear involved there that this isn't going to happen. That's a cop-out. We're going, oh no, I nearly said that again. Oh no. If I do all these innuendos, I'm going to have to leave, guys. I nearly said, I nearly said hard and fast, right? And I think I haven't published it yet. I think it's in the one I haven't published, right? I was channeling and I spoke about something and then I used that term and it's when I watched it back, I think that's why it's not published yet. I was like, oh my God, I didn't mean it like that. But it was actually really funny. So yeah, that's for your viewing pleasure. If you get to, I'm joking, it's not that bad. Right, I know I messed up everything. Now look at that. That's not, oh my God, this one too. That's too deep for what I've been doing tonight, but it's kind of the vibe, isn't it? I know, imagine if you were brand new to me, they'd be like, what the fuck is this girl doing? That's like when Sophia found me. That's how you were like, what is going on here? Why is she not getting to the point? I know I messed up everything. Look at the things I've been saying tonight. I know I messed up everything. And I'm like, oh, it feels like it's not going the way I wanted to. It's control. Scorpio, I'm actually embodying the energy of the nodes. Scorpio is, I want it to go this way. I want it that way. Why is it not going the way I want it to go? Right? That could be Taurus too, actually. But you know what I mean? It's like control. And what you need to do is release control. And that's totally where I'm at in my life with actually many areas. Just let go of control. And it actually feels pretty great. Just actually admit you don't know what the fuck's going on. You don't know when anything is going to happen. You just let go and you actually do feel better. So whoever needs to hear that. But I know I messed up everything and I want to be more than friends. Was that in the shorts today? It was, wasn't it? The very first shorts that I channeled, I basically started by saying, throat chakra, I started by saying, twin flames are not platonic friends. It's a very intense sexual connection. I couldn't let you get close to me. It's so intense that actually some people can't handle it and they run like fucking never come back until they're ready to come back. I know I messed up everything. I just shuffled and the same card came out. So sorry, Charlotte, we're doing this. We have to get the collective one out of the way because this is taking me by surprise. So, but we're just rolling with it. Right, so I'm around for the evening, so whatever works for you, well, just as well. Right, okay, so what else do we need to know with this very weird energy? And if you see me getting really hot here, it's probably the Kundalini fire that I'm using to channel this, but it's the heater's too hot as well. And I can't be arsed getting up with her no, so it is what it is. Right, what else do we need to know? Because this energy isn't going to fuck off until I get the message out. What else do I want to say about that? Yeah, so that's a big plate. Like, it's going to be in eclipses, right? So today, but really it's been a huge build-up. And it doesn't mean, oh, everyone's going to break up today, but trust me, there will be a lot of fucking arguments and breakups happening in people's households where it's not built on a firm foundation. So I'm seriously praying and sending love to all the situations where that's either been going on already or it is going on now. And actually I picked up on that kind of energy in the recorded ones that are coming as well. But it's basically this feeling of eclipses always break people up. Yeah, they break romantic relationships up, they break friendships up. And again, when I say break things up, like say for instance, let's take the friendship thing as an example. It would probably be that something was really pretty falling apart long before that. Like, you know, you maybe haven't seen somebody for months and months and months, or the last time you seen them, it maybe kind of the writing was on the wall. And the same with a romantic relationship, it would be like in that card that I showed earlier where the two people, I mean, sometimes when I read it, I think it looks like it's you know, they look like twin flames actually, because it looks like, you know, a nice couple and they're sitting having their breakfast and you know, staring out the window, bored as fuck. But then today, though, it meant they look bored as fuck. Like, that's a couple that are about to break up, because it's just like, what the fuck are we doing with our lives? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not with the right person. Do you know what I mean? Oh no, I need to get those cards to show you what I mean. I'll show you what I mean in case you didn't see the shorts. So yeah, it's intense stuff. You know what I mean? And then even if it isn't all that kind of drama, like somebody's with someone else and they're wanting to, you know, be in a serious relationship. And again, but it is that dramatic with most TWINFLAMES, to be honest. It's never going to be as easy as, okay, I wasn't ready for commitment and now I am, and it's the same person. It's probably going to be, it's a different fucking person, especially those of you with Venus. And oh god, and that's what I'm meant to be talking. See, that's what I'm meant to be talking about. We'll get to it. Especially those of you with Venus in the 12th house, because my last client that I just finished with has Venus in the 12th house, and that's when I'm going to talk about the money stuff tonight, actually, because I was helping her with limiting beliefs around money and value. And we were actually, it was the 4th session of the Divine Detox package. And so that's the spread that I'm going to use tonight for probably Charlotte and then the collective. But also I realized that, oh look, that's why this is happening tonight, because all this Scorpio energy that I've got and combined with the energy can really help unpack someone with their limiting beliefs around money. And then remember, on Taurus moon anyway, if you're an oldie around here, you'll know that, or you might not have noticed, but every Taurus moon, so once a month, I usually do a channeling around money and the new earth, because the way that I, you know, sort of view quite a lot of things in life is very different. Oh, look, the Ace of Cups is not in there. We need to be putting that back. Yeah, so wow, I'm really chilled tonight, aren't I? I'm like almost kind of like, I'm so slow. What else do I want to say now? It's like, we're just going with it. We're just going with it. Everything doesn't need to be hard and fast. Oh, look. What the fuck, by the way? What the fuck is this? Look at this. It's the guy that's fucking writing the letters or text to make it more modern. It's the guy that keeps writing the text and then deleting it and writing the text and like, I can't say that and writing it. You know what I mean? That's what he's doing. And that was in the shorts, the one that I put out in music last week or something. And there's a full moon in the background. And there's also a couple dancing under the full moon. So look, that man's going crazy, wondering, I picked up on this at some point in those shorts, didn't I? Wondering if the divine feminine's out there doing that. It's not all twin flames, obviously, because some get access to see that some people are not doing fucking anything remotely like that. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not putting on an act. Like, I'm the fucking gallivanting at the weekend, making out like I'm fucking, you know, devoted. Like, I seriously am. I know, it's just who I am. Look, 9 of Wands, that's the wounded warrior, and that's the truth. Look, the wounded warrior coming to tell the divine masculine, oh Christ, that couple's up to kinky shit. But you know, putting aside that is about the truth coming. Can't remember what I fucking asked, guys. I'm not even going to lie. What was I doing? Oh look, yeah, the truth coming from the divine masculine. This is the collective energy. Is this for everyone? Right, where's that card? That's why I was getting this. Here's the card with the couple that I was talking about. This was not my plan tonight. Again, I'm really fucked off because I never see. Why am I even saying that? I never have a plan. I just go with the flow. Oh God, this is really strange. I'm totally. It's kind of weird because I was like, I want to be really in my feminine, but I'm channeling divine masculine energy like really strongly because I keep like overthinking everything. Anyway, sorry. So that's the card I meant. Look. So to me, they kind of look like twin flames a little bit. They look like each other. But you could read it sometimes like, you know, they're just kind of, you know, chilling. They've just been having a good time, whatever. Fucking, they could be watching the telly. They could be watching their favourite Netflix for all we know. Or it's like, because that's 8 of Pentacles is about working hard, it's like, this is too much like hard work. And he's like, I want to give that rose to someone else. That That's why it is kind of weird. It's like, right, if that's not the one, then why is he on the road? Anyway, very funny. I think it's funny anyway. Right, so yeah, so if you've got your North Node in Taurus right now, there's the potential that if you were in a place in your life where you had, you know, like if you weren't, like my best friend, you weren't already married with kids and happy and all that, it would be kind of big shifts in other areas of your life, or, you know, something changing or moving out your comfort zone, right? For other people that there is relationship stuff, like for instance, like kind of never really being ready to kind of grow up in some kind of area. Definitely, if I can think about people that kind of have more sort of casual, like friends of mine, I can think like kind of casual things, or maybe getting into things and not really finding the right person. I dare say I'm going to see a lot of my friends are in that position that are like 1985, like actually settled down, like, you know, maybe even get married. We've got the ones that have kids, some kids, and like all this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? And you could be like, well, what fucking happened to you, Claire? Your North Node was, you know, last year, or even fucking, was it last year? Was it the year before? No, it came out of it at the start of this year. I think that's right. Yeah. Well, exactly. Do you know what I mean? I chose a difficult path. Or maybe it's just whoever it is I'm divinely meant to be with. I had to wait until they reached their point of that in their chart, their North Node. And then the timing can just all be serendipitously brought together at the right time. But like I say, you got to let go of that, because you might be in a position where you're like, nope, they're not done with the karma and they're got to wrap things up there. You just don't know. You don't know. You find out when you're meant to. Right, okay, what do we need to know for that? I hope that you can forgive me one day. So there's that energy of regret, pain, I want you, desire, sex. I'm telling you, Scorpio energy. I couldn't let you get close to me. That, and I know I messed up everything. So there we go. I pulled that card out. How many times now? This is the Scorpio. This is the South Node in Scorpio. I want you, sexual desire. I couldn't let you get close to me because I'm used to pain. And actually, you're unfamiliar to me. You seem too good to be true. You seem like you're gonna like, and if you hurt me, I'm not going to be able to handle that. So I'm actually just going to stay with what I'm comfortable doing. I'm channeling divine masculine energies right now. I'm going to stay with what I'm comfortable with, which is things that start off good and end up painful. Because, and again, you don't logically, you know, you don't consciously decide this. This is just, it's going on in the background. It's what we're used to. And I know this because I was just doing this with my client. If you're used to a certain way of being, like people treating you a certain way, then you're going to gravitate towards that. You know what I mean? It's actually quite uncomfortable for, and this doesn't just go for twin flames, this can go for anyone that resonates with this, for you to like trust someone and not trust that the same thing's going to happen again. Do you know what I mean? I want you, I couldn't let you get close to me, and I know I messed up everything. So do you mean it's all kind of, and that's all quite a lot of confusing messages there, but it really is that kind of, I don't even know why I acted like that. And that's why I can't get you out of my head, because I'm wondering that myself. And it's why the perfect film that I channeled before was that, what was that awkward moment. That's a bit like fucking what's happening right now. But when the guy's, you know, trying to keep, he's just doing what the fuck he wants. You know what I mean? He's just sleeping with who he wants, when he wants, one after the other. Literally happens in that film. Takes one on a date and then gets on with the other one. But then it catches up with him. And then it's like, oh, actually, I really like that one. And actually, I've done, you know, different things with her. I don't mean like that. That, you know, like told her more of myself, showed her more of myself. And now I'm ready for it. But actually, when he goes to the girl, he'd fucked it up because she needed him and he wasn't there. Don't worry, it's got a good ending. I've kind of spoiled it. Just watch the film. But what I'm channeling here, you might think it's unique to you. It's not. Sorry, newsflash, it's not. Like, this is literally all true twin flames, and there aren't many of us, guys. I'm not going to lie. I hope that all 407 subscribed are true twin flames. And actually, in the case of me, because because of how, I'm not just being biased, right? Because of how slow this channel's grown. If you think about it, that I've had this 7 years, there's a theme. 7 years is a big theme in my life personally as well. 7 years, and we're only just reaching 407. It's because I would pose that we are all true twin flames. You might not be with your true twin flame. In fact, some of you won't be. I'm going to be honest with you. If you think, you know, you're some of you will be a true twin flame, but who you feel is your twin flame isn't your twin flame. And I know that because the false twin flame card came out in that one that I haven't yet published. Yeah. And it comes out quite a lot because it's what I'm good at helping people detect. But all these hurdles that you feel are impossible, this is for divine masculines, whether you're a man or a woman. This more feels for, again, I don't want to be like, again, I'm going to say what I was going to say there, because again, if you don't know me well enough, then you need to hang around and get to know that I'm very respectful of everything, gender. We all have divine feminine, divine masculine energy within us. You're seeing me fucking swap in and out of it, to be honest. Like more so than usual. And like basically I'm that, oh yeah, I was about to say normally I'm in control of it. And I don't feel control of any, I don't feel in control of anything right now. And I don't like it, do I? Interesting. And again, I'm kind of thinking to myself, but I never am. But I kind of am. But I don't feel like it's, I just don't, it's like I don't, that's what it is. They said that to me earlier, right? What was it? What was that I heard in my head? It was something like, I can't control. So this is for the collective of twin flames that are going to resonate with this. I can't even articulate what I'm meaning. It's kind of like this theme of you can't control it if your twin flame is either with someone else in a committed relationship or getting with lots of different people, you know, and just kind of being away, avoiding intimacy is basically what that is, and commitment by being with lots of different people. Like you can't control that. Something, by the way, some people fucking do try. And again, like I say, that would be karmic energy. It's you can't control that. You don't have to like it, but you can't control it. But then where you get it is just let go. You know, just by accepting that you can't control that and just enjoying where you're at, enjoying the journey and loving yourself. And this is the irony that when you do that, you will soon find out who your true twin flame is. And when I say soon, I don't mean literally soon, but it's like you basically encourage whoever your twin is to actually really start putting themselves first, where they certainly won't have been, right? That is a journey of the twin flames. And then they will start to turn their attention to themselves, and they will start to look in the mirror and they will start to be drawn to you. It's the best way I can put it. Right, so can we move on now? They just drew me to something that says release and control. So I'm going to have to watch this, but I know it's a distraction from your pain. And again, that's the one card in this deck that I'm like, at first I was like, what the fucking fuck does that mean? I know I was a distraction from your pain, but I've come, like I've now channeled with this card loads of times, and what I feel it means, and I can feel a really extreme heat coming to the back of my heart there, and that's usually when the light beings and that they're breaking up the energy of you know, people's heart chakra and that. But it's kind of that I can kind of tell when they're sending healing through me to send it to other people, and I actually felt like I don't know if that was, I felt like that was like, oh, I don't know, but anyway, I know I was a distraction from your pain. What I feel that is like, on a soul level, your twin flame knew that you had a lot more work to do before being with them, and that they would be a distraction from you doing your work in the world. Right? I feel you, even though we're apart. And look what just happened to me with what I was doing there. I can't, yeah. That felt different. This has happened before. So I feel you even though we're apart. Like that's when you know it's your true twin flame. And it doesn't matter if you haven't seen them for years, you can feel them even when you're not with them. I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. So this is either you or this is your twin or this is both of you. Come into that sort of feeling of, wow, this is pretty crazy. I couldn't let you get close to me. You and I were too young. I should have just said that. That's what I was hearing. It's like, you know, that's the feeling I'm getting is like, you know, these profound realizations washing over. So this is only going to be for those of you that if you did know each other when you were younger and then you're meeting again when you're older. Yeah, that's my situation. If when it happens, not if, when, but it still could be a while ago. We just let go of when that is. It's kind of like, it's that kind of feeling of like, oh, right. Fuck, right. This wasn't allowed to happen until later because I had to go through all my lessons and they have to go through all their lessons, and then you just meet and you just actually pretend like you've never met before, and you're two people meeting of a certain age and you're just, oh, actually you're kind of perfect for me. Do you know what I mean? That's the way you would get around that. If that is your scenario, I'm starting to understand their connection. Right, okay, thanks, because that actually really fucking put my mind at ease, because that was all very weird energy and it's gone. It's gone. Let's shuffle these now. Let's, Charlotte, I'll do yours because that took fucking ages, man. Fucking ages. Right, so I kept pulling the same card for different people on Sunday night. There's nothing sexier than my authentic truth. And that's like the only card in that deck that says anything like that, eh? That's the Gabby one. That's the deck. I don't use that deck anymore because I don't resonate with her. But that I know what one it is. Right, so what else do we need to know about all of that shit? Fucking hell, man. Jesus Christ. Oh. Did you? I don't know why. Sorry, I'm in a really, like, I can't even, sorry, not sorry. I'm in a really weird mood, and that's just not help. The way the card flew out was like a little fucking paper airplane. So maybe that means maybe somebody's like, yeah, this is somebody's not. Charlotte, I'm not picking up on you because I'm about to go into you. It's like it was like paper airplanes. It was almost like if you'd really sort of known someone when you were a lot younger. That's really kind of weird. And I've brought that through. Oh my god, yeah, it is, by the way. Charlotte, this is either for you or it's for someone else watching this or a few people in that same scenario. Because just trust me, I can't be arsed picking it up. There's a card on the floor, the Six of Cups, and it's got a little boy and a little girl. And I actually show it in one of the recorded videos. But that's what, I don't know, that's so weird. Right, I'm so sorry I took you for granted. I didn't understand my feelings in the past. You see how it's tying in? Some people that don't get this will be like, what in the fuck is going on here? But I get all of this. Someone can't articulate how they're feeling, definitely not to their person, to their twin flame, but they can't even really articulate it to themselves. You know what I mean? Like to themselves. And why am I being drawn to that? Now I'm being drawn to a coaster over there that says prove them wrong. To me, that's sort of, that could be, it's like defensiveness, like, is that right? Like pride and ego. Look at this. Yep. I push you away because I don't want to lose you. Crazy, I know. So it's different decks, but it's the same kind of message. It's like mixed messages. So this is definitely when, you know, twins, the twin, you know, the runner twin does the ghosting and all the behavior. And so it doesn't look like to you that they like you. It doesn't look like to other people that they like you. It can actually look, it can look like, you know, one of you is fucking nuts and it's not going to be the one that's running away, is it? And then sometimes what can stop the runner twin, I don't like calling it that, but for this purposes, I have to call it that. What can stop the runner twin from coming back is prove them wrong, but I'm taking that to mean it's like sometimes people are so, they find it so hard about something about it, that, but that's what I'm saying about that would be someone that's like, wow, you really need to look at that if, you know, because that would be this, you know, choosing your pride and your ego over what you really want, because it would have to admit that you were wrong. But some people would do that, by the way, men and women. I can't imagine my life without you. But some people could stay in that. But they're not gonna, whoever I'm channeling. I'm totally obsessed with you, please be mine. That's also Scorpio energy. That would be Venus and Scorpio. Please give me another chance, I'm begging you. You see what I mean? These energies are like fucking rough. I'm needy of you and I don't want to appear weak. It's like interest, isn't it? Because it's like really passionate, intense, like I need you, but I don't want you to fucking see how much I need you. And I don't want to appear weak. Whereas actually, this is why I say this all the time. I totally obsess you, please be mine. That actually is what that wouldn't appear weak and it wouldn't appear needy. It would be somebody feeling the pull of the twin flame kundalini. But where it would be an issue is when people are in relationships with other people or married to other people or, you know, all these kind of, but it doesn't change things, guys. So I have to, again, I don't like channeling about that, but I mean, I got over a long time. Look, because yeah, my love for you is real, never doubt it. But you can, I just channeled about all the reasons why you could doubt it. I have a confession to make. Well, we know what the confession is, isn't it? They fucking feel the same. But a lot of these guys, oh dear, a lot of these fucking blokes out there and women are not only going to have to make a confession that they're twin flame, and their twin flame's going to be like, yeah, I fucking knew that. But they're going to have to make a confession to everyone else that you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. Actually, they're one of the best things that's ever happened to me. And I think oh my God, I'm totally losing my shit here. Like, okay, sorry, I need some sage because I'm actually, I don't know what this is. Oh shit. I mean, I'm so happy. You'd think I was fucking hiding my twin flame in the fucking kitchen or something. Do you know what I mean? It's safe to come out now. I'm not. You are constantly in my dreams. Oh, but my wish for people, for divine feminines that are in separation, my wish is for you to be this fucking happy, because I wasn't this fucking happy the weekend, let me tell you. You'll see that in the upcoming videos. I was feeling really not very good at all. Oh dear, I'm ready and I don't want to fight this anymore. I want to get back together with you. I miss you so much. And some of you might be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was never with them properly in the first place. But we know what that means. I centered my world around you so much that I got totally freaked out. Right, we're going to stop. I mean, it's fun, but we're going to stop now. And what that one means to me is I really do feel when a lot of divine masculines took a bit of a detour or got involved with other people, because that happened to a whole wave of divine masculines. And I'm talking about ones that, like, you know, they were kind of gearing themselves to get ready to come towards the twin, and then they fell back into their old ways or their south node in Scorpio, and you know, all that kind of, and again, it's all jokes aside, like that is because I feel a lot of divine masculines were really freaked out at how, so again, this is either your twin or this is you, so it really freaked out about how much they were like, I can't think about the first card, I can't stop thinking about you. It was really freaking them out. And again, this is why I always shared that I actually really know how that feels, because that I was going through that all alone before I told, well, I couldn't exactly tell my fucking friends. So like, I wear my heart on my, you know what I mean? In some ways, that's what's weird. In some ways, I wear my heart on my sleeve. In other ways, I could really fucking hide it very well. And I did talk about that in one of the videos. I just can't remember if it's the one I published or not. But I'm going to publish the two that I haven't published yet. But I did talk about that's a limiting belief that I've had from childhood, where whenever I fancied someone, I just would totally, I'd hide it to myself. And then later on in life, when I bumped into these same guys up the town, the two that I'm thinking it actually told me that they really liked me back, and I didn't fuck all about any of it. And I didn't even actually do about that because I was over it by then. But do you know what I'm saying? It just shows you, it's like, don't be so serious and so in the pain and the worry and all of it, that you actually, you know what I mean? You miss your opportunity because you're so in the pain and the worry, and you convince yourself that something isn't going to happen for you, when actually I'll wait for a sign for you. you know, maybe that person was actually just waiting for you to indicate to them that you liked them back. It's not everybody's case, because some people, look, I want to tell you how I feel, but the point is, with all the fucking fucked up way that this is coming through, like, well, that means something. Again, in all the fucked up way that this is coming through, someone wants to tell you how they feel, or you want to tell your twin how they make you feel. And you know why this has made me be like this? Just being near you is intoxicating. And that's when you know it's your twin flame. And you could be like, but Claire, I'm fucking married to my twin flame. They're sitting over there having a cup of tea and they're not making me feel like that. But the thing is, at the start, when you've been apart, it will be, because the energies need to see. I'm just letting this guy talk through me right now, because it's like, some of this is new to me too. It's like you need to, the energies are balancing, because they're showing me, I can't be arsed standing up, but they're showing me the Temperance card over there, and in the Temperance card in that deck, it's a man holding, like, it's meant to be the moon and the sun, but it's like he's holding the yin and the yang energy, and that's the, you know, the balance. And yeah, I know, sorry, it's like it's the energy I'm bringing through is really fucking intense, and we just need to check in with this, and then we're gonna, Christ almighty, by the way. Right, where is the divine feminine collective and whatever all of that is? Let your light shine. Well, holy fucking shit, I think that's what I'm doing right now. Let your light shine, right? Girls, men that are divine feminine, hope you're doing that. Sacred sexuality, right? I can tick both. Here's my light shining, my mid-heaven and Leo. And I was doing the sacred sexuality, channeling the message earlier, because I'm not in the fucking position to be doing any of that anywhere else. Accessing the unified fields. Right, where's the divine masculine? Let's see if they get any of the same cards. Oh God. Aligning with infinite abundance. Well, they're feeling that Taurus money energy, aligning with abundance. And yep, soul merger, ebb and flow, which would be a lot of the reason why I've been getting, why I'm being, that card actually embodies what, look, it's two birds entwining. It's the energies entwining, and it's like, entwining, that word comes from me. And that's actually, yeah, that is what I was sensing was happening here. But you see, that happened to me a long time ago in machination, but it's just, and that's why I made a very strong video, not very, you know, I actually hid that one again because I felt bad, but it's, I just felt, you know, whoever was meant to see that saw it. The people it was relevant to, like, you know, whether my twin flame saw it or not, I'm definitely feeling weird. And whoever else it would have helped, I felt it saw it, so I hid it again. And that's the only time I've ever done that, actually. But that's a card I remember showing. And I remember saying, you know, when your energies and your soul's that entwined at that point on the journey, it's well, you just fucking feel everything. You know what I mean? You feel everything. So the fact that, you know, the divine masculine is getting that again now. Release, raise, and reclaim, reprogram your soul. So again, reprogramming limiting beliefs that don't serve divine masculines, and feeling the soul merge, and oh God, I forgot the other one already. Right. Yeah, that's interesting though. Right. Okay. Fuck. Right. That's really, oh my God. Clear the energy. Where's the sage? Yeah, I knew it was going to be a weird one tonight. I'm telling you, it's because I know you could think it's weird every time I do this, but that was extra weird. And it's because that's what this full moon, the full moon conjunct Uranus is just, why do I keep saying Uranus? I'm doing what? See, I am not myself right now. I swear to fucking God, I don't even know what my twin flame's like anymore, because I've not seen him in about a million years, but I feel like this would be really weird if like I'm embodied, whatever, because I'm saying things that I'm actually annoying myself. Like, I can't blame the Uranus side on him. I don't know if he's that in astrology, but like Uranus, it's called Uranus. Right? We're just gonna have to get over the thingy of that. But yeah, when the moon is conjunct Uranus, it's wacky, unpredictable energy. as well as unexpected change. Right. Clear that fucking wacky energy, please, because it's just a little bit too wacky. I can deal with wacky, right? But that's just fucking Jesus Christ, man. Whew. If anybody is feeling like that, we're sending you. And it's like I always say, right? Any men, women, whatever you identify as, I think it was my counselling tutor on my certificate course that said something along the lines of, and then I weaved it in with shamanic wisdom and a bit of my own stuff, but it was something along the lines of, see when you don't, oh no, it wasn't, was it? No, I think this is my own wisdom. It's just something about trusting that the right words that you need to say, that you're meant to say, will come out in the right way. Just like what I've been doing tonight. Like, this is all totally fucking weird. But so like, yeah, some bits I know who it's going to make sense to my client. Some bits I can tell the bits that make sense on my side. Again, I can't speak for the other side of my soul. And in other bits, it's like, what the fuck's that all about? And it's not for me to know, it's going to make sense for someone else. And that's what being a medium is all about as well, which is what I am as well. But it's kind of like, that's what they're getting me to say about, oh, look, no, that's the people that are, it's because of how close this is what it is, because we're 11/11. Some of these guys or some of these women are really close to being able to articulate their feelings to their twin. And it's to help those people that are at that bit, because if you're not at that bit right now, whether you know it or not know it, depending on which one you are, you will be at one point. And we're a family. I'm wolf energy and the tiger, and it's, you know, we help our soul family out. I couldn't let you get close to me. Someone wasn't ready for the intensity of what that connection brought, which means you both weren't ready. I hide behind material things. Therefore, they will have went further into that world of material people and material things. They regret lying to you. I regret lying to you. And I'm afraid to contact you because I lived a big lie, hiding my feelings for you. It was my fault, but I blamed you, which really just confirms when I say all the time that they spoke shit about you. But I want to be more than friends. Right. Okay. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's all making sense. Usually, right. Okay. We all do, Charlotte. Have a problem sleeping? Listen to Claire. I know some people would take offense to that, but I'm just like, you're welcome. I usually have an amazing place to sleep. Listen, do you know what I mean? Anybody that gets to share a bed with me, they're very lucky for various reasons. You know what I mean? And I cut out fucking sleepovers with pals a long time ago because they were just blocking the way of the men coming in. Do you know what I mean? Not many men. I just want one man, just to make that clear. I know there might be a few men that are in love with me out there, but I'm not in love with you, unless it's the obvious one watching. So, fuck, I might have a few women. You know what I mean? You never know. Anyway, sorry. Pipe down, being a series. You're getting a bit excited there. Right, so protection. Black tourmaline. Yeah, we're protected from the ones that we don't want. And the ones that are gel, the gel haters. Look, clarity. Clarity is coming in for the confused ones, and empowerment. And acceptance of their feelings. And healthy boundaries have been put in with the right people. Therefore, the heart is healing. Am I showing my sweaty armpits again? Right, okay. Let's go into Charlotte's now. Oh, Christ. Did that take about 5 hours? What are we on? An hour and 10. That's all right. Right, okay. So that was the collective. I'll maybe do a money collective one too. That was just the way that went. Right, so clearing the energy. I'm just observing myself and I'm laughing. Right, so could we please do this for Charlotte? So Charlotte, my feeling is this is the one I was going to do for the collective. So it's called the intention. Well, I'll give you a choice actually. There's intention for wealth, right? This layout reveals your beliefs about money and the blockages you face in obtaining it. Here is the layout. Your beliefs about money, what you need to work through, your feelings about wealth, and your potential if you do the work. But having done this with loads of other people before, and having done it for myself the other week, and I found it really helpful. And then I just done it with my last client there. It isn't just about money, because the weird way that I channel, like I tie it in, well, you know, the divine speak for me, I tie it into other parts of your life, like self-worth and that as well. So there's that one. Or there's removing blocks. Again, these are all quite similar. This is a simple but powerful layout that will point out your path to achieving the impossible dream. What do you perceive as the problem? What would create breakthrough? What is blocking you? And what you must do to create what you desire. I think I might have done that actually in public once. Right. So these are the choices, that one or that one. What one speaks to you? And this time you're not allowed to say that I decide. Libra moon needs to make a decision. See what I've done there? Because I feel I read out both, because one's going to appeal to you more. So, right, I'm going to shuffle. So I'm going to use other money cards as well. So like you say, I'm saying about money, but it's going to tie it. So other people listen as well, because the nature of what I do, this is going to be for Charlotte, but it's going to be for others as well. And when I'm talking about certain areas of life, it could tie in other areas, and they disguise what I'm saying for it to make sense about completely different areas of life to the person that they know what it means. I explained that totally shit, but you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, I don't know how to make you know what I mean. I think this is how tonight's going to go, and I'm just going to accept it. I don't need to fix it, do I? See what I mean? I'm a whole new fucking person. I don't know what's happened, but I've fucking jumped the timeline, and I'm like, I'm giving zero fucks even more. I'm not going to try and control the situation whatsoever. I'm not going to micromanage anything. The impossible dream called, I think that was the second one. Yeah, and then that's what I felt, because I was going to do the intention for wealth for the collective. So, and that one will probably resonate with you too, let's face it. So I feel it is, you know, you can't get that wrong. I read that other one for a reason. So removing blocks. What does Charlotte perceive as the problem? And so remember, these cards, well, I'm saying remember, you might be new. These cards are fables. So they're like a wee story. And I tell, well, not we, I tell very long-winded, by the way, stories, usually of my own, or I keep my client stuff anonymous to, you know, or like, yeah, anyway, all this kind of combination to get the, well, it's more than the point, to get the point across, which I know can take forever and a fucking day. But it always does get to the point, and it's really just because of loads of things. Like, I mean, I even said, didn't I? Like, I said to Sevilla, like, I would I wouldn't mind if I went on there until actually right now. So bye. I said I wouldn't mind if I was on there till 9 and then got off. But I mean, I just feel like I've just gotten started. And actually, I kind of have just got started, because I only started over an hour ago. So that makes sense. But it's never, you know, it's very rarely a short length of time, because I'm taking people higher, you know. Sorry, I just got to keep singing. This fucking higher love keeps coming through. You know what I mean? That's what divine love is. It's from the higher realms. Like, I was doing something yesterday, my mum was here, and it was like the code that we got was 777. And I was like, oh my God, we're being taken to heaven. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's this higher energy coming in. And it's the longer I talk, the more I can shift people through the energies. I don't know who's talking through me today, but we're just going with it. Right, so can we get that right? What does Charlotte perceive as the problem? And we don't need to know what the problem is, Charlotte. You're going to know what the problem is as I'm reading the fable, and as I say whatever they get me to say. It's none of our fucking business. But thank you for letting me do this in front of others, the more in-depth one, because it will help other people as well. So give us the card that will help Charlotte know what the problem is. Just one. I think this one stuck to my hand. Perseverance, right, okay. perseverance. Right, so this is what they perceive as the problem. Now, this is a sacral chakra card. So sacral chakra is about fear, it's about passion, desire. It's where we can hold on to a range of different emotions, right? So, and obviously Charlotte knows that, but I'm saying that for people that don't quit before the miracle. So remember, this is what they perceive to be the problem. So that kind of tells me it's like maybe where there's a bit of doubt kicking in about anything in your life. And then they've just pulled me up to the thing on my wall that says friends lift you when you forget how to fly, something like that. Yeah, good friends lift you when you forget how to fly, something like that. Shannon's carrot-coloured cloak is a gift from a famous stage actress, and she wears it always as a symbol of her own talent. One day, frustrated by the sacrifices she's made in her long pursuit of success, Shannon throws off the cloak and gives up her acting career. The great goddess tries to convince Shannon to put the cloak back on and stay the course, but she doesn't listen. Just around the corner, had she persevered, was great success. So there's something that you are so close. Now, it could be true love, twinny flamey shit, or it could be business. We don't need to know. It could actually speak to both when I'm channeling. Again, I'm going to be wondering, probably going to be feeling it too, I wouldn't say, but I probably did. But anyway, so listen, so like this is the magic of it. This could literally be answering Charlotte's business thing, but at the same time answering somebody's wondering about love or something. Or it could be answering both for Charlotte, or, you know what I mean, either way. So it's just everybody listening. Right, so, but I can get from that already. It's something that you're so fucking close to either taking action with or achieving, and maybe you don't need to do anything at all because you've already done the work. So it's kind of like almost like if money, like, so I was talking about this with a client today, right? The last thing to happen is for the thing to manifest. And that is actually what this full moon is about. Taurus is an earth sign, and it's about the throat chakra, and we have to, you know, speak things into existence. And it's like, that's, you know, that obviously that's why I'm, you know, it's one of the reasons why I was led to be a counsellor, and I'm a shamanic counsellor, is that when people, you think, well, what good is counselling going to do, telling people my problems week after week? Well, I'll tell you what it does. And especially when it's a counsellor with a shamanic, you know, gift where I can transmute the energy, is you're releasing what's stuck inside. So this is for everyone. And it's over time, you've released what you're holding inside, and it frees you to move on. Just like my last client I just finished with on Friday, left a job of 22 years. Again, I did share that, didn't I? I did. I shared it in one of the videos in case somebody missed it. You know, that's what it can happen. Think of someone that's stuck and not stuck. Well, yeah, stuck in a comfort zone. But like I explained in that video, that particular client was very good at her job, loved their job, but that could go for anyone, right? So anyway, they're making me, Charlotte knows this, but when they're making me talk about someone else, it's because they're going to have some sort of relevance. She could have not done that with me and then still been in that job and never taken the leap to move out the comfort zone to experience something different. See how I'm talking about work and jobs and money, and that could be about love. That could be about staying in comfort zones and never taking the leap to experience the twin flame relationship as they pull me to the 2 of cups. Interesting. Right. When we do our chosen work, we are serving the highest order, and you are doing that. If we stop, we upset the universal balance. That's when we run back into fear. Again, can you see how that, I could see how that can fit for love too, as they pull me all the things to do with heart in the room. It's not like, you know, kind of not going for what it is we really want. What you work towards will materialize. You may not see it, but it lies ahead. Oh yeah, me reading that bit just reminded me of what I was saying there. You clear the energy in the spiritual. You may need to clear it in the mental, any kind of overthinking, and like that card, I can't stop thinking about you. And then, so you clear the spiritual, the mental, the emotional, which again is like, that's why I gave the example of counselling, because you're doing all these things really when you're doing that. And then the last thing, materialize, the change. So that's why I gave that example of that client that actually is physically moving her job. Well, it's not physically, because everyone does stuff on Zoom, don't they? I think she has got a physical office she'll be in. But do you know what I mean? That's the last thing. It's like the last key in the bunch opens the lock. So this is what I mean. It's like whether you're close to achieving a goal in business, or you're close to that dream relationship, or you're close to pressing the send button on an email or a text, or whatever it is for Charlotte and whatever it is for different people. It's like, don't give up, because you've done the work. And the last thing to happen is for the thing to happen. But the irony is you actually do need to let go and not give a fuck, like the examples I've given about myself, or, you know, with clients. And whatever it is meant to happen comes about, and it's when you're actually doing something else. You know what I mean? So whatever you get from that. Can I ignore the feelings that would sidetrack me? That's when the distractions come in, the ego, the fear. What if this isn't going to work? What if this doesn't attract the clients I wanted to attract? What if I've picked the wrong idea? This feels like I'm picking up on what I picked up on before. Will I let go of fear and persevere? And again, that rhymed, and that is perfect for this full moon. Like I said before, to me, this energy of this full moon, we should all, every single 407 of us, be doing, obviously not all 407 people listen to this, it's going to be like half or even less than that. I'd say it's about fucking, going by the views, it's probably about fucking under 30 that actually devotedly watch these, and I see you and I love you, and you are the real twin flames. It's oh my god, I lost it. But you see, that's got something to do with you, Charlotte. It's like, it is this feeling, it's like I was really getting somewhere and I was about to kind of deliver something, and then it just went away. And it's like when the momentum's building, it's building, and then you don't spit it out, and you just you don't press post, you don't press post, you don't press send, it just goes away. But it comes back again, because it's just, we'll work out what this is after I read the card. Breaking through, unseen help at work, feeling taken for granted, overcoming doubts. And I did say before I even started to channel this card, I think that was even before I picked it. Was that? No, it was when I picked the card. Yeah, I felt it was something about overcoming doubts. Oh, it was because I said about the Libra moon. That's what it was. Do you know what I mean? See, this is what I mean. That is the unique thing about me, which obviously Charlotte knows and everyone that tunes in, but if you're new, is that, you know, I know that because I know Charlotte is Libra moon, it's like, again, this makes it, the stuff that I'm channeling makes sense with this. But you know, you're not, this isn't always going to make sense, but I'm picking up on that kind of energy. Oh yeah, that's it. What I was saying about the full moon, because I'm helping you and I'm trying to help other people at the same time. It's like, it's oh, see what I just said? I'm helping you, but I'm trying to help other people at the same time. But what they're getting me to say is, you need to help you. So wherever it is, this is so, it feels like I can't get the words out for what, if this is you. It feels like I can't get the words out for what I want to say, but it's interesting because this is you, but I also can feel that's going to make sense for divine masculines going towards feminines and stuff as well. But it's like, it's oh god, see, I'm getting so, it's like, well, it's that feeling of you're almost there. Don't give up. Don't quit right before the miracle. Yeah, and every single one of us, that's it. Every single one of us needs to be doing something that makes us feel uncomfortable. Even if it's like the example of me, like me picking up those sexual tarot cards. I don't know why I say tarot like that. Sometimes it's only with these. I'm like tarot, sexual tarot. But and it's like, just think, fuck it, I'm just going to do it. I could have sat and procrastinated and be like, oh, now's not the right time. Oh, I don't really think, you know what I mean? I'll do it. And I thought, fuck it, I'm going to do it. And that's because I was relaxed and happy and in a playful energy and just went for it. You know what I mean? And that's the kind of energy you need to be in to be able to do whatever this is about. Right. So steadfast success, miracles. And then again, it's like they're telling me to say that also goes for other people. Oh, look. Oh, my God. I wish I could take my words back. So this is either going to make sense for what I'm channeling for you right now, or that's somebody gate crashing your message, and they're pulling me back to that again, because whatever I just said, it's like wherever you're trying to help everyone, or kind of like, you know, be fair to everyone, but it's making it unfair to you. Pull your energy right back, because you'll see me channeling about that. And, you know, if I haven't channeled about a lot in that last one, I do in the other two that are to come. And it's just about that's what they've been making me do for the last half of this year, really, but definitely the last few months, is whenever my energy was spread too thin. It's not even spread too thin, because it wasn't. It was only, wasn't with loads of people, but it's just like basically pulling my energy right into myself to really just gather my energy back from wherever I've just really given a lot of myself. Now, it doesn't necessarily need to be that I've given too much, but it's just what they're trying to say to me is it's so natural, second nature to me to give a lot of myself, that it's like it really does take me stripping it right back and spending even more time alone to balance out, you know, that sort of Six of Pentacles energy, which is interesting because with the most recent one that I'm going to publish, well, there's two, right? And I filmed it last night. Actually, the first card that I pulled was the Six of Pentacles. And then I noticed today that the actual card for the deacon and what this moon is the Six of Pentacles. So do you mean this is the energy that we're meant to be in, is reciprocal relationships, whether that be friendships, romantic, business, you know what I mean? So like wherever you feel like you're helping other people, but you're not getting that back. That needs to be balanced. And I fucking love it, because look what happened today. Like, so yeah, Charlotte donated again, but because she donated, she's getting, you know, way more than a 5-minute message. Like, I'm actually doing a spread that's like, you know, like, it's like, oh, congratulations, you've been rewarded. And it's because it's like the scales need to be balanced, because, you know, when you actually sort of do the averages of that, of like, do you know what I mean? It's just about, yeah, for him. And again, it just, I love it because it makes sense, because you're a Pisces, and Pisces are just unconditional love and kindness. And Libra is, I feel like Libra's, you know, about kindness too. And then Sag Rising's happy, playful energy. And that's why I always say the same thing to Charlotte, but so this can go for anyone that resonates with this. It's, you know, these are like amazing energy that you can help a lot of people. But the downside, where it's like you could fall into feeling like the fucking Five of Pentacles, and then never mind feeling like the Five of Pentacles, a poverty, you could actually find yourself, your money dwindling, and it's because of energy. Oh, wow, this is really like, see what I mean? It's interesting the way they're saying that, but it's true. And I've found it with myself. I feel like you'll be resonating with this too. And it's kind of like, so it could be hopefully it's talking about past energy, or it could be present, or it could just be a pattern. And this is exactly what came up with my last client. Sorry, okay, I'm going all over the place, but we're just going with it. It's that's exactly what just came up with her. Whereas I was pointing out, you're operating from your inner child and kind of holding back, where actually you don't need to do that, because you're an adult and you've got money to spend on this stuff, and you are allowed to treat yourself. And if anybody's got anything to say about it, you know, who fucking asked you? Do you know what I mean? I think I said that in a recent video that I'm yet to publish as well. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of, it's an illusion. And that's what it was in that session. That client's got Venus in the 12th house. So yeah, that can be about, you know, being trapped in the illusion that you can't have that person when actually you can have them. And they probably feel the same about you. Definitely when it's about twin flames, because, you know, you're going to have the wee signs here and there, or big signs about, you know, of why you feel that person is your twin flame, unless you're one of these people that's just gotten caught up in the romance and you want to make yourself a twin flame. Again, if that's you, you know, I doubt those people are going to be watching my channel, because you're probably not going to be allowed to, I don't know, you know what I mean? They're not going to like it, I don't know. But that's not what the twin flame journey is. The twin flame journey is, Danny, to read that woman's comment, actually, that beautiful, poignant comment that I spoke about in that video that I published last night. That's the twin flame journey, because there was a lot of pain in that comment, but it was beautiful. And although I wouldn't word things exactly the same, there was a lot of truth in it. So I went so far into that. Yeah, so for that last client, the Venus thing was actually about money. And it was the illusion that, oh, you have to hold back that money, and you can't get that. Oh, because she said I could say, you can't get that coat that you want because, you know, because there was this voice of a limiting belief of someone in her life would be saying, like, you know, family members being like, you know, where'd you get that from? You know, where'd you get the, and again, I think we all, you know, I can even resonate with that. Like, you know, whenever I get something, my mum will be like, oh, when did you get that? And I'm like, I've had it fucking ages, Rona. Do you know what I mean? I'm joking. I don't speak to my mum like that. I seriously, I'm banding seriously. My mum's so gentle, I wouldn't. But I actually did to my dad. What was it my dad said the other day? Oh yeah, that was it. I was going round and I had no makeup on. And I said to Mum, I can't bother put makeup on. As if I'd give a fuck about put makeup on to go with my dad's anyway. And because my dad had overheard when I walked in, he went, you know, got makeup on. Usually when it's natural, he would be like, oh, you know, you look really good. But he was just kind of like, fucking it. Do you know what I mean? I was like, fuck off. Do you know what I mean? And I would never, ever usually say fuck off to my dad. No, I said, get the fuck. That was it. It was quite funny. I was like, get the fuck. Do you know what I mean? Because I knew he'd heard. And again, that's the kind of banter. But do you know what I mean? So again, with me saying that, I wonder if like you've got that kind of banter with your mum or something, Charlotte, because it was coming in there. That was making me laugh. But yeah, that so with that person there, it is an illusion that she can't treat herself, but it's because I'm voiced from an inner child. So yours may not be the exact same. It won't be, you know, I doubt it's going to be the exact same thing, but it's about wherever you feel you can't step forward to something or take an action, it's an illusion. That's basically it. Right. So, fucking hell, this is going to be a long night, guys. Buckle up. So, this is a meditation. So, if you want to close your eyes, I don't know about you, but I think we all need to fucking close our eyes for me to calm down this energy a little bit. So, close your eyes. And quickly, I'm not going to do the big long chisel, but we're going to, with everyone's permission, if you want this, cut the cords if you're lacking negativity, the old earth, because that's pretty much what the problem is for a lot of people. And by the way, if anyone's resonating with what I'm saying right now about getting stuck in doubt, worry, and fear, please utilize the video that I've done, which is aimed to be a daily thing that you can watch morning and night, if it helps you that much. I know some people have actually been doing that when, you know, do you know what, actually, somebody actually said to me the other day that they were having a panic attack, or what was it, an anxiety attack or panic attack, and they put that video on and it took it away right away. It instantly calmed her down. So that's what I mean about if you're somebody with a connection like that to me, use that, because it does work. If you're really falling into doubt, worry, fear about anything, and just, you know, just be like her and update me, because that was really helpful that she said. And also I was just delighted that, you know, she was in a feeling like that and then something helped her, you know, it was even better. That was massively helped her. But it's the divine stuff for me. Anyway, so cut off from fear, lack, negativity, connect to the new earth of peace, calm, abundance, balance your masculine and feminine energy, pulling that up. And right now I'm going to read this. Imagine yourself walking along a path wrapped in a cloak. You reach a glass wall. Through the glass, you can see your goals. Step forward and pass through the wall. Your cloak falls to the ground. You're naked. I'm only joking. I just added that. I just added that in. But actually, see, the spirit added that in. So I feel that's a bit, I feel it's like the James Arthur song. I'm standing here naked, you know, vulnerable, naked, vulnerable. The power of vulnerability. Anyway, just your cloak falls to the ground. Whether you're naked or not, you can decide. It's a metaphor. Staying with your past. Let it go. So your cloak falls to the ground, staying with your past, let it go. You can imagine yourself with other clothes on if it makes you feel too spiritually naked. You do not need it anymore. What a perfect fucking card for this full moon. Right, but we're not just leaving Charlotte hanging with that, because there's 3 other cards to the spread, and I'm also going to bring in a money card, because that seemed to appear to be fuck all to do with, no, it was, did go into money a little bit. Oh, Christ. Right, so what have I just picked up here? Oh, look at that. Fucking hell, Charlotte. I just picked up this card as a, like, you know, to keep it at the spread so that I don't lose it. But there are no coincidences, and you're not going to fucking believe this. I remember pulling you that when I first got this deck of cards, I remember pulling you this card. So I actually always think of you when I pull this card for some reason. You know what I mean? That's like, I don't know, I just do. And it's got 2 little yin yang squirrels on it, and it's got 10-10 reunion. Oh no, wait a minute, guys. What the fuck? Charlotte, Are you not one of the free people? Is it not there's some weird synchronicity where like you and Michelle got married to someone on the same fucking day or something? Is that not your wedding anniversary? You've got this divorced. 10-10. Reconciling differences. And if you think about it, that is putting something to bed, not in that way. But it's like, you know, that's putting something, you know, done and dusted. Something has come to an end for you to now finally move forward for a reunion at some point in the future. None of this reunion crap, permanent union, because reunions getting together, going apart, getting together, going apart. Like, you know, haven't you seen your friend for 5 years? You meet up, well, 5 years, fuck a hell, that's a long time, but meeting them, yep, that's my wedding date to my ex-husband. Fuck a hell, man. Do you know what I mean? That's mental, isn't it? And it's not me, guys. You know, the old days like Charlotte, everyone, they know it's not me, but that is really pretty. I'm pretty mind blown at that because I just picked up the first card to hand and 10-10 is Charlotte's wedding anniversary. And she's just told us about her divorce. Crazy. Right, okay. We need to get back to the spread though. So, did I channel that card, by the way? I think I kind of did and then went away from it. I wish I could take my words back. It was because it felt like a Divine Masculine was gate crashing, or a few of them were like, you know, I wish I could take my words back of what I said in the past. So wherever that's going to resonate. But on that might still resonate with you, Charlotte. But I also felt that was more practically something to do with work or something. Like, and it was when I was saying about like writing something out and then maybe not posting it. So it was like me getting this feeling of like that guy. Oh, this is weird because it's like the romance cards, but it's like that guy writing the letters, which would the modern thing would be the text. And it's all really beautiful stuff because if it's from the heart, whether it's saying it to someone you love, someone you care about, or whether it's saying it to your clients that you care about, your audience, it's come from the heart. So to then take it away again is a bit sad, isn't it? Doesn't mean it'll never come out again, but it's kind of like, you know, it's that's what I'm saying, be relaxed, be happy, write that shit and press send or post or whatever it is. It was a fucking post for it to share it with your community or an inspiration. Like that's what this is when I'm doing this, a channel message that comes in and, you know, giving it, or something you want to say to someone, or it's like I'm the kind of person, because it's fucking God speaking through me. But I mean, and again, I'm a bit shy, so it's a bit annoying when that happens and I'm out and about. But you know, if I see something beautiful, I speak it. So if somebody's wearing a nice coat, I'll be like, oh my God, like that coat's really nice. Do you know what I mean? And if I fucking if I want to know where it's from, I'll be like, where'd you get it? You know what I mean? Whereas some people might just think it and never say anything, but maybe that person actually fucking spent a lot of money on that and they wanted to get a compliment. You know what I mean? You're welcome. Now tell me where it's from. And then it's people like, oh, I can't remember. Oh, fuck off. Do you know what I mean? Like, you live nowhere near me. Just fucking tell me where it's from. Impasse. Now that's feeling that is about when you feel like, now that I wasn't going to look at the bottom deck, but I did, so it's for a reason. That's when you feel like you're blocked, right? But that's the card about a spirit's redirection, spirit's protection. Now there's a full moon behind his head, so something's telling me here. This energy's coming in really fast now. It's like something's telling me that something has not went the way that you wanted to, or it's really going really slow. And I feel this was when I was channeling for you. God, it feels like 2 minutes ago. Was that last Tuesday? I don't know. But it's something, it's like this real slowness. A bit like when I was channeling at some point in this video and I was talking really slow and I was annoying myself because I'm like, normally the messages come through like this. Why am I talking so slow? And it's like, spirit's redirection is spirit's protection. And I feel it's very much like what I've been saying about you're being slowed down for a reason. You're being slowed down so that more abundance can come to you. And abundance isn't always like, here you go, here's a load of money, or here's a load of clients. Sometimes it's like what happened tonight. You know, that you donate for a small message and then you get a big message fucking lumped in with the collective shit. You're welcome. You know what I mean? And it's always looking out for that. Which is why I feel you do this stuff like this does happen to you a lot, Charlotte, doesn't it? I remember I've channeled that to you loads of times. I know you've told me stuff where that's happened, but right. So what do we need to know about the for Christ's sake, I've actually lost the plot. I lost the plot, but I'm what do you perceive to be the problem? So what you perceive to be the problem oh, because it's not about money. Ah, how interesting. I'm going to use these money cards. What you perceive to be the problem is, why the fuck is this not happening? So whether that's about the twin flame, or whether that's about, you know, the business idea, or, you know, something coming to fruition, it's like, think about what that card was about. Don't quit right before the miracle's about to occur. So it's like basically all the work that you've put in to date is manifesting. Like, keep watering that plant, keep nurturing yourself, keep the faith, because it's happening. That's the message I'm getting. So give us a money card to go with that. Yeah, look, take a bit. Oh my God, I love it, guys. I love it. Because not only is it hopefully answering whatever Charlotte needs to know about whatever, and Charlotte, there is something about, again, I'm not going to try and work that one out. That's I'm kind of not looking at the comments just now, so I can let us flow through. There is something simultaneously answering shit about love and business, and I think they're disguising it, because I keep being put that 60 cards cup on the ground, which you'll see in the other recorded video that's coming. And look, this has also got a little boy and a little girl on it. Again, screaming inner child. And for those of you who don't know, Charlotte's twin flame was someone that she went to school with. So they were quite young. So it's kind of like, take a divinely guided chance. All positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, which your Libra moon won't like. And you're ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. So remember what I said, every single person watching this right now, if you trust me and you care about what's coming through from divine, from your guides, from the loved ones in spirit, from, you know, bits and bobs of my own wisdom that likes to come in, it's we should all be doing something uncomfortable. So listen, if that's something towards your twin flame, amazing. More true love in the world. You're uplifting the planet. You're doing a good thing for the world, right? That's what twin flames are here. Like I done in one of the shorts for this week. Oh shit. And it's not even, if we're being exact and it's for the day, I think it was the one, I don't know if it was the one for 11/11. I don't know. It's one for this week, but they can resonate whenever. And I channeled something about, you know, that's what twin flames are here. It's not just all about the true love. It's like, you're here to help humanity through this very fucking dark, difficult time. And it would be a shitload easier when the fucking divine masculine's got your back like this fucking wolf pillow. That's what I'm having to fucking deal with until I've actually got a fucking man on my back. But tiger too, you know what I mean? But that's the feminine energy for me, though. The wolf is the masculine. So I like say I'm stepping out of my wolf more, because I'm like, oh yeah, actually, it's like, if I want whoever my masculine is, I need to sort of be like, I need to go into the more of the feminine, even more of the feminine energy. I'm talking go. The thing is, some people are like, what the fuck is she meaning? Some of you will get that, and some of you will be like, I'm talking another language. But that's loads of people that aren't going into the higher dimensions and new earth sort of energy. I could be speaking another language right now to them. So this message isn't for you. If you're looking for the goss, then fucking good luck working out the bits that are just for the people that are going to get that. Right, anyway. Divine guidance to new territories. Basically, do something uncomfortable in any area of life. Love, work, whatever other area. As you leave behind that which is comfortable. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. You've just fucking affirmed what I was saying. And familiar, but no longer appropriate for you. You make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. That is 100% for everyone. But that's only if you move out your comfort zone. And that's what I started off by saying when I started this. And look, that's what we're saying as well. You're being guided to go inwards like me, Charlotte. So they're shifting you massively into your feminine, by the way. Are you feeling way more in your feminine? Because, you know, bear in mind, for people that are new, all the women that tend to, you know, engage, and sometimes there's a man. The man commented, I just call him the man, because every time I ask the man will be maybe watching this on replay. Every time I ask your name, you never tell me. So you were just the man. You were the nice man. It said, I don't know, I can't remember, said thanks on the video. But basically what I'm saying is most of the women show up in very masculine energy, because most women do. Most women really are in too masculine energy. And even me being a strong divine feminine, I can really fall into being too masculine as well, because I'm an Aries with a Sag moon, and these are both fire signs. So, but I really do feel you're being guided to go uncomfortably into your feminine, quiet retreat. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. Right. We're still on the first thing, by the way. Yes, I sometimes don't post things that I've written. See, I wasn't meant to read that until right now. Right, fucking cut that out. It does happen a lot. I'm back. Did you miss me? We did. Very weird channelings that you can watch or replay and have a laugh at. I was talking today about being in my comfort zone and needing to stretch. Yep, you do. You were feeling there. Yes, loads more in my feminine. It feels strange sometimes because I've got masculine women around me. It will though, because you'll notice it. It's like I said to my client earlier, you know, it's the thing that drives me fucking nuts is because I'm always helping people out of toxic situations and around people that are gaslighting them and narcissistic and fucking you name it, you know, it's scary how I notice it all around, and I notice it, you know, when anyone's talking to me, and I'm talking about even in, you know, any kind of scenario. I just notice when other people, you know, I've always been like that since a kid, but like I notice things that other people don't, which is like when that woman said about the twin flame journey, is it a blessing or a curse? You know, I keep referring to that. I'm going to need to read that woman's comment. Wait a minute, while I'm saying it, I'm going to read the woman's comment out in case, sorry, I keep calling you the woman. I don't know what your name is. So we have to call you the woman right now. And now I need to remember the video that the comment is on. I'm teaching you all patience though, because it's like, it's taking forever in a day, but that's fine. I always take forever in a day. It's all good. Everything gets fucking sorted out. Do you know what I mean? Right. So so can I just say disclaimer again? I did say this, and I think I'm totally over explaining it. But it's only because I love all of our divine masculines. And again, I don't really feel this is relevant to me. How do I know? Right. It's relevant to whoever the fucking hell it's relevant to. If you're running from someone, still running, this is relevant to you, right? But I wouldn't word it the same, but it is beautiful, right? So this is not my own words. This is Madam Evil Sizer, but twin flames, blessing or a curse. The thing that's freaky, I then pulled the curse card after I mentioned this. Again, so this is, it confirms that Spirit really wanted me to highlight this, because I just feel what she wrote is beautiful, and if she's not a professional writer, she should be. Okay, or you should be if you're watching this. So the less damaged person, that's the bit I don't like. Okay, just saying, I'm a counselor, I'm a healer, so I don't like the word damaged, because if we're going with the word damaged, it means we're both damaged. Okay, so, listen, I don't want to be fucking describing my twin flame as that, but I'm damaged. I don't know, are you damaged, Charlotte? I feel we're all damaged. I don't like the word. I just don't like the word damaged. It just feels a bit harsh. But yeah, she said that anyway. Okay, I wouldn't feel like that. But listen, let me fucking tell you, I felt like a fucking damaged person at the weekend. I was feeling sorry for myself. Felt fucking brand new the next day though. It's all good. Just let it move through you. It's not ours. We're in a play. It's all a big drama. Right, so the less damaged person gets to sit back and watch someone. Sorry, when I read this out loud, it's probably going to have more of a hard hitting, because I did read it out to one of my friends that's a twin flame, and it was like, whoa. The less damaged person gets to sit back and watch someone who moves them like gravity. That bit's beautiful. Emotionally punch themselves because they're so wrapped up in trying to be what people who don't give a steaming shit about them should be. Again, I've actually been that person, by the way. So as much as I'm the divine feminine, I've been, anyway, sorry, I'll stop interrupting it. I'll just read it and then I'll give my commentary. And to also realise that they're running away because you didn't waver. They're so used to strong people abandoning them that when a strong person doesn't, they don't recognise the strength it takes to keep the faith. Later, they will ask, how could you... See, this is... Sorry, I had to interrupt. This is total South Node and Scorpio shit right here. Totally. Later, they will ask, how could you just let me do that if you love me so much? And we're left to shrug. Could I have stopped you? Remember when I tried? I wasn't even supposed to do that, but it hurts to watch. One day, maybe they'll learn. We'll be left with the knowledge of how deeply we can love, and will feel unfulfilled in the attentions of others and watch our person repeatedly set themselves aflame. It's like, now this is a bit, I was like, oh, that fucking hit me. All of it's hitting me actually, but this bit really hit me because this is true. It's like being not tied, but wired to each other. When their energy flow turns dirty, we taste it. And I'm not so sure it's the other way. I don't know. It might be. No, it's not. It fucking isn't actually. It's not the same for the divine masculine. It's the feminine that feels everything that the masculine goes through. And then at some point they do. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. Anyway, whatever. So when they're happy, you're free to pursue your happiness unencumbered. All I want to do is make us better. I get better when you feel better, but you insist on throwing yourself on the pyre of expectations. How do you say that? Is that how you say it? Anyway, so again, that's her feelings, and they're definitely, I have to say, they're 100%. That is a divine feminine, and that's why I was, remember Charlotte, I said that I was excited because I was like, holy shit, whoever this fucking woman is, she's went through the pain that I've went through. Still fucking going through, but I'm sitting here and fucking laughing. Do you know what I mean? So that's I'm keeping the faith, even if, do you know what I mean? I'm even, yeah, just through it all. But what I would say is to that woman, like, again, I wonder her name, I can't remember. They told me there was 2 women told me their names, and I normally do remember. But anyway, what I would say about that is it's someone can't be wrong about how they feel, but the bits that have an issue with some of that is divine masculines are doing the work. They just do the work in a very, very different way. And it can almost seem like, yeah, that they aren't. But then I gave the example of, I work with divine masculine. That's the only people I work with is divine masculines. They just all happen to be women. And some of these women are disguised divine masculine because they're probably a feminine and they're coming across the masculine because they're so in their masculine, complicated. But also, I know that there are a lot of men that are divine masculine that do watch me and do watch lots of other lovely people that know what they're talking about, and they just don't talk in public. And they, you know, they'll go to people like myself. Again, I'm always, full disclosure, when I start getting more men in sessions, I will say, don't worry, guys, book a session. I'm not going to fucking talk about it again. It's like, if you don't, because again, well, I was going to say it will home in because I don't talk about work with men much, but it's like nobody's going to know that it's you. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, what I'm saying is, it's like what I'm saying is, I can talk about women because there's lots of women and nobody knows who it is and that. But it's like, if it was a man, and then it's people might think, oh, it's some of the men that talk. But anyway, blah blah blah. It's yeah, I think it's just, I'm just always wary of, it's kind of like, don't kind of make it about you're doing the work and someone isn't, because that's not how it is. And also the work just never stops. But again, I did say in that thing, I feel that person, that woman that made that comment will totally 100% know that, but I just felt the pain behind it. That's what I'm saying. So I won't go any deeper in that, but I felt the pain. Put it this way, I would love to be able to help you, that woman. If when you feel drawn to me, I would love to be able to help you with whatever you need. If you would be drawn to me to help you, I feel I could help you the bits where I can really feel the pain. And also because that woman did tell me, if I'm getting the right one, that she's got Venus in the 12th house. So see how the pain in it would be easier, the comfort zone for that. Sorry, we're going to pick on that woman. If she watches this, please forgive me, teaching purposes. You did put in public though. You asked for it. And that, by the way, I didn't publish that right away because I didn't want it to hurt people's feelings, or more of the people on the other side. I was very sensitive about that. So hopefully I've over-explained that to the fucking hills. So anyway, right, let's move on. I think that's, yeah. So, right, okay, let's get back to Charlotte's one. Right, so number 2 is, what would create breakthrough? Now let's put the card back and see if any of the same ones come out. I've been knee-deep in my feminine, allergic to most social media and people this week. Yeah, look, see, you are, well, I'm not going to say that because it makes me wonder whether you're following me, you know, because all the people drawn to me, that you tend to follow my pattern. And think about it, I came off social media 7 years ago, like my personal social media, for various different reasons, because I was about to go through an even bigger part of my spiritual awakening. I just can't be bothered with everybody's shite today. And I definitely didn't want to see random photos of my divine masculine with whoever he was with that week. It's like that was a bit harsh. He's actually quite private. There wasn't that I've got Mars and Scorpio, so any photo with any other female is going to be too much for me. Do you know what I mean? And I'm actually, that's funny that I just said it like that, but I'm not actually a jealous person. And it's but that you know, when it's a twin flame connection, it's like I don't want to see it though. You know what I mean? That's what helps me. It's like I don't want to see it, and I don't want to fucking hear about it either. So you know what I mean? Just saying. Right. So like, because it's not when you're twin flame is or something, it's not your business, and it's like you can't control what they do. So it's a lot easier if you don't hear about it, is the way that I see it. It with me anyway. So don't tell him about all the fucking guys I've got. Right. So what would create breakthrough for Charlotte? Why did I even just go into that? What would create breakthrough for Charlotte? With this writing things out and then not posting them. Oh yeah, sorry, that's what it was. The thing about the social media. Yeah, I feel a lot of, you know, because I'm very future orientated, crystal clear visions, and I saw the way things were going. That was fucking years ago. And then there's quite a lot of people that went through their awakening, took themselves off Instagram, Facebook, blah, 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 blah. And then think about more recently, I came off Facebook and Instagram. It was a year ago, like literally a year ago, because it was last November. And I bet you lots of people will start doing things like that. But a lot of people wouldn't have done it because they've been afraid that, oh, but that's where I get my business. That's where and it's kind of like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, but you got to do what you're guided to do. You know what I mean? And I feel the frequencies on a lot of these things are, I felt it. They were already going down the toilet. Well, they're definitely already going down the toilet, or it's going to go down. And I don't know because I'm not on them anymore. They're not installed on my phone, so I don't know. And like you said, I've not deleted my messenger yet, but I'm gonna really soon because I'm not really using it. I'll check in with people now and again, or someone's messaged me, but I don't have a desire to. Do you know what I mean? Like I just need to be myself, and not in like a kind of really, I don't know, not in a kind of like dark way or anything. It's like it's just where I need to be on my spiritual awakening. Right. Okay. So anyway, what would create breakthrough for Charlotte? Workaholic. Well, fucking hell, man, that's no fucking going with the fucking storyline, but I'm trying. Oh, look, it actually does. So I love it. I love it. So do you know what this is about, right? What would create a breakthrough? This card. Oh my God, this actually really does make sense. Wow. I'm going to read the fable, but this does make sense. What would create a breakthrough? And I've picked the card that is about being a workaholic, and that is actually about being so busy working really hard on something that you miss other parts of your life. And on the bottom of the deck, we've got the divine feminine card. I'm not shitting you. Creation. And so you see, this is what I mean about, like, I don't need these cards. Like, it's like, I love cards, as we know, but I could just sit here and talk. Some people who think I'm talking the biggest load of old shite, and I'm not. I'm just sort of feeling the thing, and it's just the cards help pull it out. But what I'd said about you being forced kind of more uncomfortably into your divine feminine, almost to the point you feel like you're fucking stopping, and that's where I've been at. And it's kind of like, wait a minute, where's the money going to come from? But again, they're pushing you into that trust. And if you've been, and this is everyone, well, yeah, it probably is everyone watching, quite literally, unless that woman, that lovely woman whose comment I read out. But even you'll be like me, you'll fall into masculine too much. In fact, you definitely have. Go and buy the fucking pain in that comment, you definitely have. But I hear you, I do hear you. It's kind of like, it's you need to develop that trust even more, is what they're saying. You know, you need to just really develop that trust, just like that kind of. So Charlotte, your homework, I'm giving you homework, is the next time you write a really beautiful post and you actually think to yourself, you know, that's actually quite good, before you then go to be like, oh, I don't know, and you dissect it, just fucking post it. What's the worst that's going to happen? Whatever it is you wrote, somebody needed to hear that. And you remember you remember my voice in your head being like, you just fucking post that, right? Nobody's going to go on fire. Or you just fucking press send. Whoever the fucking hell needs to hear that out there. Just somebody needs to hear that. Just like somebody needs to hear whatever I'm saying. Hopefully fucking you, because it's your message. Right. So Workaholic. Let's leave. So this is a throat chakra card. So workaholic. So like I say, I do remember what that card, both those cards are about, but I'm going to read you it now. So what would create breakthrough? So my interpretation of piecing that together is they want you to slow down, but you could be like in your head, but wait a minute, like there was so much stuff I wanted to do, but it's about I feel it's like stuff you've already put a lot of work into is coming to fruition, something like that, coming to fruition. Brad Blueberry, while I worked, my life happened. Brad Blueberry paints and paints and paints. He has no time for anything other than perfecting his art. An elder Blueberry reminds Brad that one day he will be old and shriveled too, so he'd better live life to the fullest. Brad takes advice and discovers that having fun enriches and sharpens his art. He finds out that life is what makes work valuable. Are you waiting to complete your career before you live your life? Busy work may be helping you hide from the real issues. Am I working too much and suffering from burnout? Is there something important that I'm avoiding doing? But you see, I'm getting this feeling that it's just spirit wanting you to slow down. Because if you've not been busy as in doing loads of shit, buzzing about, all like, chasing after the kids or doing this, buzzing about you, it's busy in your mind. And just kind of like exhausting yourself with that, because that's masculine energy, like overthinking, or, or burning out as in, when we get ill as well. And it's kind of like, it's, but is it pulling you, is this kind of like coming up with these ideas and kind of like, avoiding something else that you want to do? And I think if we're talking about work, right, it's when you want to really go big or go home, like you really want to put the big thing out, or the bigger thing out, or the specific thing out, but you kind of go with the one that you're like, actually no, I think I'll just do this instead, the safer option. And it's like what you're being told to do is do the one you really want to do, and that's where you may need the help of someone else, which this could count as that, or might be even deeper in, like I say, if you want to need help you, or you go to someone for the area or whatever it is, and you'll know, or it could just be that you journal it, but it's something about you may need somebody else to help you work out what it is you really want to do. And that's why I'm saying that's where things like this is for anyone, past life regression or hypnotherapy, to get to the bottom of what is the limiting belief blocking you. And again, that's what I just done with my last client before I came on here, was it was the money spread that I'm going to eventually, I'll be fucking sitting here at midnight. I bet you I get off at midnight after saying that. But it's, yeah, it was the limiting beliefs that were behind her behaviours were from childhood, and they were just not true anymore. So once we brought them to the light of day, I believe that woman is going to attract a shitload of money. And I just feel she's going to act differently, and I'll update you, obviously. So, and it's the same for wherever anyone else has got an issue. But you need to get to the bottom of the limiting belief. You need to work out what is at the root, like, why are you doing that? And it's probably why I gave that example of earlier of, did I say, no, the one I gave on a recorded video, and I can't remember if it was the one I published or it's going to be published later on tonight, is, yeah, I did just say it earlier, but what was behind that was that because I had said when I fancied someone when I was really wee, like I'm talking like I was like fucking really, like, I don't know, 5 or something, and I was keeping it myself even at that very young age, really shy. And then I told my sister, and then my sister told her friend, and then it was like the girl, they were friends with the, they lived near the boy, and I can't remember what happened, I don't know whether it was as mortifying as they directly fucking told him. I don't think it was that. I don't think it was that bad. I mean, let's face it, it probably fucking did. And this is, although I'm talking about something when I was that young, I bet you this is weirdly going to tie into adult shit as well. Because, yeah, that is true, actually. It is, because it was like something was said to me once, like with people that know each other and that. It was like, whenever I've been like, oh, don't fucking tell them, because then they'll tell them and they'll tell him. And sometimes I'd be really naive to believe that the person wasn't doing it. And actually, they're probably going back and fucking feeding back everything. So, definitely. I think that actually happened with a few people. But who gives a shit, right? Because it was fucking ages ago now. But what I'm getting across is that limiting belief from me being that young stopped me from wanting to share, specifically when it's Well, just basically before you even know if you've got a chance with someone, just don't share it, because all this fucking terrible shit's going to happen. Like, I felt mortified. And then I can actually use a different example of when the teacher told me to stop talking. Again, oh, see, it all comes back to when I was 5. See what I mean? And I've got over that one enough to be able to do this. But she told me to stop talking. She said my full name, and I'll never forget it. I was sitting talking to my wee pal at that age, and it was like, look, Claire Carwell, will you stop talking? I was fucking mortified. My face would have went fucking bright red, and I was like, shit, I'm never talking again. And then that's why I was so shy up until I started fucking doing this shit when I was about 30 or something, and then shocked quite a lot of other people that thought I was quite shy. But actually, turns out I've got quite a few fucking opinions, and quite a few that, you know, are going to rock the boat, but they're fucking true, because it's God speaking through me. But you know what I'm saying? Like, the limiting beliefs that we get in childhood can rule our whole life if you let them. And that's why I'm such a huge advocate of fucking sorting that shit out. It's worth every penny, whether you're fucking spending that me or you're spending it with other people, guys. Go get the fucking help you need. Right? Drop the mic. See you later. No, we need to finish Charlotte's message. Right. So I think that ties in, is there something important that I'm avoiding doing? So if you don't know what it is you're avoiding doing, or you don't know why you keep self-sabotaging, this isn't just for Charlotte, this is going out wider as well, but it will speak to Charlotte too, then find out why you keep doing that. Why do you keep not doing the thing you want to do? And you might know. There's some things in my life I know why, and there's other things I'm like, just got, like, literally just got to the bottom of why I act. Why certain behavior, why I am the way I am with certain things. And it was on the edge of my awareness, is what we'd say in counselling, but something's really sort of clicked, and I'm like, right, shit, I need to do work on that. So this is where I feel you may be having huge epiphanies with that. Right, so key ideas: feelings of inadequacy, transformation indicated. Again, that ties in with the last card. Not being fulfilled by work, but that would make sense of what I'm saying, that it's like, I am feeling there's something you really want to do, and then you don't do it. You really want to do it, and then you don't do it, and you maybe do something that you're not as passionate about. So it could just be something as simple as, like, just wanting to express yourself in a certain way. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to say, because I don't know what it is. I'm just going to, Again, this is me picking on your energy. I'm like, I don't know. I don't normally do that. I don't know. So this is you. It's like, I don't know. I'll just not do it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I'll just not say it. Right. Not being fulfilled by work, heeding warnings. And remember, I pulled impasse. Again, spirit's redirection, spirit's protection. It's just not now. It's not ever. It's just not now. Refreshing your mind to improve your work. Yeah. Relaxing. They want you to be in your feminine. They want you to relax. Talent, fun, friends. Right. Here's another meditation, guys. Close your eyes. Imagine completing something you're excited about. Oh, I've read this one before. Now stretch your arms out. Become aware that you're floating on water. I've been avoiding doing that for the past 7 years, Charlotte. But I'm actually doing it quite soon. The water is at the perfect temperature in harmony with your body. The lady in the lake is holding you. Feel yourself twirling freely and playing in this space. She invites you to relax into her. Enjoy. Right, open your eyes, and I'm going to read the next one. And remember, this is what would create breakthrough. So I'm getting, it's like getting to the bottom of limiting beliefs. And that's not a coincidence. I've just done that on my last client. And this is what I do with all my clients. I will guide you to your muse. In a time before history, she shaman walks the earth, bestowing artistic talents on a select few. One day she rests under a birch tree. Hey, says Birch, I want my muse too. Birch entertains she shaman for a long time, singing and telling tales. See, this is what I'm meant to be doing. I told you guys. Singing and oh my God, singing and telling tales. And it's literally what I fucking do. It's what fucking Charlotte does. Funny. Took those boxes. She shaman smiled, and I smile a lot too. My great friend, you have had your art all along. She vows that from then on, she will give everyone their own gift. To this day, she shaman has never left us. We see her inside every creative work, which is why this is the Divine Feminine card. Your path is an artistic one. Express your love in a tangible art form. It is time to make decisions. Oh my God, that is the funniest fucking statement for a Libra moon. Sorry, that's too funny. Am I waiting for someone's permission to create my life? Well, are you? What do I need to see in order to claim my own gifts? Opening to magic, lasting transformation. There's a lot about transformation, Charlotte. This is the third card thing that. Divine Feminine, awakening creativity, finding your muse, owning your gifts. And the keywords are creativity, muse, and magic. And are we ready for another meditation, guys? Wait a minute. I literally got, wait a minute, what have I missed here? What does pyre mean? What does pyre mean, by the way? or priory, or what? And by the way, that happens a lot with spirit. You know what you're saying? That happened to my friend that's a medium. She went in it, and I don't think I ever done it because I didn't really give a fuck. I just went straight to life. I mean, I was fucking doing it underground, not practicing it. So I suppose it was practicing, but I always find the things that other people, I find it before other people. Like I was on TikTok long before it blew up. And then I also realized, by the way, for my family that trust me, again, you do what you will, but I say it all the time, the frequency on that is, oh, yeah. Well, anyway, we're not big enough for them, but yeah. Like just clear your energy. If you insist on like clear your energy, have fun, limit your time though. It's yeah. I found it fun for a very short period. I was like, I need to get the fuck off here because I could feel the frequency is what I'm saying. But yeah, I find that quite funny. It's never a mistake. It's like them putting you out your comfort zone, like pushing you off the cliff. That's interesting. My mum has told me before, I always want to talk at the wrong time. Usually, oh no, Charlotte, right away, there's the limiting belief. I always want to talk at the wrong time. It's like, right, this is a deeper one, but we're in the Scorpio energy. And listen, if that particular male is watching these, just know, like that would be like, we're not, just like that would be beyond not okay. So we're not going to put that out there. But yeah, a guy in my life at one very just when I was a teenager had said to me, it was when I got glasses really late in my life, right? I'll try and make this tale short, but I can't. Sorry, not sorry. Basically, turns out I was fucking blind and I never knew. I just thought everyone was that, but I'm joking. I got glasses. I think I got them like maybe it was right before I met my twin flame, actually. I think it was like eight. No, it was maybe a bit before that. I think I was like, I must have been 17. Nah, I must have been, I think 17 or 18, right? So it was quite late on in life anyway. And I was with someone at the time. And he said something to me like, I looked ugly with glasses, right? He was fucking lying. I was looking pretty fucking tidy because, and I'm not just saying that about myself, that would be a little bit. The reason I know is because I decided to, so I don't know, the limiting belief mustn't have got me that much, but anyway, I decided to test it out. And I wore them at a club at the time, and I got a lot of attention. And also my male friends at the time, who were telling the truth, like, they actually were like, by the way, Cornwall, you're looking hot with them on. I was like, fucking hell, I'm going out with these glasses on more often. I think people thought, I was doing it as a trendy thing, but I actually was fucking blind. If I took them off, I'd be like, where are we going? Do you know what I mean? And then mix it with drink, it was all kinds of dangerous. So I think I literally wore my glasses out like once in my life after that. I could tell you a few funny stories. I remember once going out to a club, and I think we were that drunk and we'd been knocking back that this is terrible. I promise I wasn't an alcoholic, but we drank too much. I mean, binge drinking. But I would drink vodka out of pint glasses before we went to the club, right? And we must have had too many in the house. I fucking went out my contacts. My pal had to fucking hold my hand round the fucking club all night. Like, seriously, that's true. It was really funny. Like, imagine if I'd actually fucking seen somebody I like. I could have, for all I know, my twin flame could have been out that night and fucking looked at him and fucking looked away. He would have thought I was buying him. I was fucking blind. Anyway, the whole point of me telling these funny stories is that guy who, by the way, don't mix that up. That wasn't my twin flame. That would totally be, that wouldn't be a fucking twin flame if they were saying that. In fact, I don't even know if he's even ever. That's quite funny. I don't know if he's actually ever seen me with my glasses. No, he might not have. That's really weird. Or he would have online in that, but that's kind of, yeah. Anyway, hiding this. But basically, I wouldn't give a fuck. I don't really know, actually. I probably would have still had, I would have still had my contacts in from the night before. That's hilarious. Anyway, I'm just sort of thinking out loud. But yeah. That other guy that was with it at the time, yeah, he said I looked ugly. Therefore, that's why. There you go. You see, I made a joke about it, but that's why I didn't wear my glasses outside. And even up until like not even that long ago, sometimes it depends on how I'm feeling. I won't do that. And other mornings, I really don't give a fuck. And I go outside with no makeup, wearing my glasses, and I feel just as beautiful then as I do, when I've got, but do you know what I'm saying? That these things can have a lasting impression on you. And although your adult self knows it doesn't make any sense, your young childhood self is still holding that pain, or the teenager in my case is holding that. But then you pick it apart like what I've just done, and I've just done it in fucking public in front of you, and you think, that was a load of old shit, and you fucking knew I looked hot, and you were trying to fucking make me look less hot for the other guys. That, by the way, I wasn't even fucking doing it anyway, and I fucking should have been. Anyway, sorry. But we send that away with love, because that's in the past. That was my teenage self speaking up when I should have fucking spoke up at the time. Anyway, sorry. Just counseled myself, right. So, see, I do that all the time, though. So, we're ready for the meditation now? But yes, I didn't even read the rest of this. So, but the point is, Charlotte, it does matter. So my mum has told me before, I always want to talk at the wrong time. So cancel, clear, delete. Charlotte's mum won't have meant any harm by that, because we all make, everybody can make flippant comments, definitely parents, fucking grandparents and whatever, whoever, aunties, friends, people make jokes, and it all, you know what I mean? And like, say, that example I gave, that's more, he fucking knew what he was doing. And again, wiser and older now, I'd be like, get yourself fucked, didn't he ask you? But, and also, I wouldn't be, actually, the point is, I wouldn't even, but some people my age still would be. I wouldn't ever. I mean, it fucking makes me cringe to know that I was actually ever that fucking person, by the way. Kind of just like, you know what I mean? But I'm telling you, I was that person that would have been like, all right, I thought I looked all right. But you know what I mean? I felt, all right, you must be right. You know what I mean? No. Sometimes people are telling you that because they want you to, it's in their interests. So just think about that when somebody tells you that something's shit or you don't look good or whatever, you know what I mean? Just consider it might be a load of old bullshit, and come and ask me if that's really true, or go and ask somebody you trust. Usually late at night, guess who was born before 1. That may be limiting belief. I'll put it, yes, I do think so. That totally at the wrong time. That's one of them. I wish we were in person to pick that apart, but it feels like that could be a moment, like when I spoke about when I worked out that a reason why I wasn't speaking out in public before when I was meant to, was because of that teacher, who was a lovely teacher, by the way. She'll now be in spirit because she was a really old lady at the time when I was wee. And I always say that, I'm like, it's all right, Mrs. Scott, I forgive you. But it was like, that did have a huge effect on me. And that teacher, God, would never have, I mean, it's just another kid in a day that was talking to it, but it was just, really, I held on to it for a long time. So this is the importance of counselling, or people that coaching, or whoever helps you get to the bottom of limit beliefs. But good luck finding someone that does it as good as me. Just owning my gift. See what I've done there? That's what the card's about. I love floating in water. So do I, Charlotte. That's because you're a Pisces. Probably because we came from a planet with lots of water as well, I think. Right. I spent so much of this year soaking in water, yet you too, all of us, we came from a planet with water. Literally, Atlantis, Lemuria. I've done a past life regression recently where someone was in Oh, yeah, again, I'm keeping it anonymous, but actually she said I could say, so she might come on and say it another time. That would be weird if someone comes on that was, but it was like the fall of Atlantis, and I was channeling all about it. It was fascinating. And I don't know loads about that, by the way. I just let it flow through. But it was like we needed to get out. It was that bad. Because I feel we're actually reliving these times now. Right, so am I saying it right? Is it pyre like fire? Pyre is a fire that burns a person. Normally they're already dead. Fucking hell, man, that sounds a bit rough. Christ. Isn't the pyre what witches were burning? Oh, fuck. Well, maybe that's why I don't like the word. Right. Oh shit, Charlotte, I tell my kids it's too late to talk when they wait past their bedtime and then want to chat. Don't right now, don't go again. This is where people with kids could really start being like, oh fuck, I've ruined my kids' lives. Listen, newsflash. All of us above a certain age, which hopefully is everyone on this. If you're a child, you should not be watching me. I swear too much. I now talk about sex more than I'd like to, and fuck knows what next is going to be coming out my mouth. So you should be watching this, right? I had to make one of those shorts 18 plus. But anyway, all of our mums and dads will have said something incredibly fucking unhelpful. In fact, dare I say, some of them would have told you to shut up as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm forever saying things to my mum and dad. It's like we're not actually, again, they don't, well, they probably have, but it's like, you know, things that they were told, it's like there's certain things we're not, it's not helpful, you know what I mean? But again, it's like your parents were taught by their parents, by thought were their parents, and it's, you know what I mean? So this is about, you know, going back to Lee's Hay stuff, forgiveness. So sometimes that's when more serious stuff, but it's things like, you know, there will still be people that are like, I mean, again, shut up's a big one. I'm not, whenever I don't, I might occasionally say things in jest or on this, but I don't even think, I think when I say it, I think I pick myself up. I don't like that, because I think that can really, yeah. It's like I can think of, fuck, I'm getting another limiting belief, where I remember like someday, and this was actually, I'm not even going to say what age I was, so I was in my 20s, late 20s or something, and I was at a group thing, and somebody just kept saying about me being a chatterbox, and that was really triggering, because it was like, you know, I think eventually, I wasn't like fuck you, but I was like, look, you don't actually know how fucking much it's taking me to actually find my voice. So could you stop fucking making a joke about that? Because you made it last week and it's not very fucking funny and I don't appreciate it. I didn't actually, you know, I probably said it a bit more polite, but you know what I'm saying? So anyway. But then we don't want to go to the other scale of fucking never saying anything because you're worried it's going to upset someone. You know what I mean? We're all going to, with my placement, I just have to accept I'm going to be pissing people off left, right, and centre, but at least I'm being my fucking self and I love myself unconditionally. Boom, drop the mic. So hopefully whoever my fucking twin flame is out there, hopefully he's getting close to doing the same. And, you know, wherever you're needing to be telling people, can you stop having such an opinion on my life in this area, that area, and this area? And actually, I don't know if it's going to be as strong as go fuck yourself, but let me tell you, whoever the other half of my soul is, I think it takes quite a lot to push. I would think, I don't know for certain, but I'm sure I did see him do that once. It's not with me, but yeah, it takes a lot. I'm just going to say it like this. It takes a lot to push me to the point where I would tell someone to get to fuck, or, you know, kind of, you know, someone's really sort of pushing my buttons. But when I do, and I'm being serious, it's because someone's again and again and again pushed my boundaries. So I would imagine my divine masculine will be the same, because that's my inner divine masculine. So my divine masculine would be the same. But up until that point would probably be like, you know, helping others and being kind to others and doing what, well, it's, we kind of doing it a different way, but yeah, doing what the fuck you want. That looks different for him, let me tell you. But do you know what I'm saying though? It takes people, it pushes people to their limits. Anyway, so too funny, but true. Oh shit, Charlotte, I just read that bit. Oh, I can feel the same. You can change it up though. Now you're aware. Yes, exactly. And this is what this is all about. This is why we're unpacking it. Right. So, and remember, right where with this full moon, this is basically what they're doing is I'm holding that card that's about showing, which is talking about our gifts. And I'm actually showing you what my gift is unpacking these just by see the magic of talking and let's get it out. And whether you want to go with the hypnotherapy, the coaching, the counselling, who gives a fuck, right? Just find someone you trust that's good at this shit and get it sorted out so you can stop ruining your fucking life. That's for everyone. And I'm working on it where I need to do that too. I've been working on it for years and I'm still working on it. Right, so love it. Now here's the meditation. So close your eyes if you're wanting to do this. Open a notebook to a clean page in your imagination. Close and see how relevant that is to what I've been channeling for Charlotte specifically. Close your eyes and imagine she shaman standing in the mist, holding out her hand. Follow her into the mist. As you walk, she motions to sit. Ask her for guidance. Pick up your notebook and write. Simply write whatever comes. This is so relevant to what I've already channeled. Do not censor or judge the words. They may mean nothing right now, but they will. Thank she shaman for her visit. Right, open your eyes, guys. What that also means specifically for, I'm glad to hear that next. What that specifically means for Charlotte is, again, write, and I said this to my client earlier, write down any inspirations that you get that don't kind of make sense where that's meant to fit right now. Because if you just sort of write it, you know, I don't know, keep it in a notebook or something, it'll make sense at a later time, right? And I do want to pick up, because that would kind of make sense with that. What would create breakthrough? So anything around money or finances or values. Oh, and it's jumped out. Words of abundance. I pulled this from a client earlier as well. See the synchronicity of it tying in. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms. And that is what you attract for yourself and others. Not easy to do in these times, is it? When we're being brainwashed with feelings of lack and scarcity and, you know, all of this. And that's why you have to focus on gratitude. And I actually channeled that in the very last shorts, which, yeah, they were based on kind of more, well, it's not necessarily sexual messages. I was using it was like, really, I mean, trust me, if you think that's sexual messages, you ought to go and fucking scout about YouTube and you'll find some juicy shit. But it's, yeah, it was gratitude. It was nice what I channeled, that, you know, when you're just grateful no matter what, that's when what you desire and you deserve comes your way, you know, eventually. But you've got to hold the belief, and that's where, you know, you've got, and see, this ties in, oh god, this taking ages, but it does tie in with what Charlotte's other card was about. You've got to hold on longer than most people do for that miracle to occur. Count your blessings and feeling, and we all do, counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to become centered in your heart instead of fixated on your worries in your mind. Again, divine feminine, you're asked to be going into your divine feminine, your heart more, because you spend too much time in your head. Fucking all of you tune in here. But a lot of you are getting forced into your feminine, it sounds like. What and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude and you'll discover the amazing generosity of this universe. Love it. Right, okay. So now I might not do a collective because I might have fucking lost my voice by then, because I'm not even joking. My Mercury's in Taurus, so and remember, November's a fucking danger zone for me. I thought I'd got through the woods last year, and then I think I did get ill at some point. So but again, don't speak that into existence. I am protected, I'm fine. I am more than fine, I'm perfectly fit and healthy. Right, so what is blocking you? Let's get to the fucking, what is blocking you? What is blocking Charlotte? What is blocking Charlotte? What is blocking Charlotte? Well, fucking hell, that's very specific. 25 things. I hope you felt grateful after that. Look at that. Discovery jumped out and dissipating. So what that tells me is you're getting to the heart of the matter, and you're going to get to the heart of the matter on this full moon. And I feel that's actually about, holy fucking shit, what is blocking you? You already worked it out when you wrote the comment. By whatever I said that sparked, you know, triggered something in a good way to spark you to think that, when I told my story in my childhood, but yours isn't your childhood, but it is, because, you know, it's your mother. It's like, and, you know, that's a great example of like, look, you know, it's people, you know, it's particularly, it's not just people, our parents say things, and whether it's in jest, because they will have had that from a lot of their parents, or some parents might not have been jest and it might have been not so nice. I do help people where that is the case. It's kind of like whatever it is, whether it's said in jest or whether it's said intentionally not to be nice, none of it's helpful. But that's where we go back to forgiving them anyway. You know what I mean? Because we're all just souls on a journey working all this shit out. And that's then, you know, see, that's why they're saying me to say it ties it back to the twin flame journey. When you're judging too much of why either you, if that's you, or why your twin isn't expressing themselves, because you actually are very different. So where one twin can really express themselves quite easily the majority of the time, it normally means the other one really fucking can't. And that's why all the people that are attracted here at some point or other, I am good at speaking my voice now because I moved out of not, you know, being easily able to do that most of my life. And therefore I help people speak their voice, find their self-worth, love themselves more, you know, go on and on and on, release limiting beliefs. And it's, you know what I mean? And it's, so I attract people that have difficulty. And actually now it's interesting because I'm always talking about women, but now I'm actually being shown a man where I help with that, you know, and I know that he has now went on to, you know, express more of his truth and his gifts with that. So it's everybody could go through this. So just, you know, remember that wherever you've got a strength with talking or whatever, it doesn't need to be talking, just think of something else. The other person hasn't, like, you know what I mean? And then it's the other way out, like whatever they're really good at, you, like, for instance, right, like I'm just trying to figure fucking, I can't actually, like, do you know what I was about to say? I can't fucking tell you anything about my twin flame because it's been that long. But no, I can think of something, but it might not, no, it will still be true. From my perspective, I was really shy and really into myself, and he was really sociable, you know what I mean? Just had loads of friends, and I've always had loads of friends too, but it's in a different way, just like more kind of able to be, I don't know, yeah, that's the best way that I can put it. And whereas I was really very shy, and especially if we were in things at the same time and we haven't went together, we just, we've got some friends in common, not really anymore, but like, do you know what I mean? It's like he would look like he was more the one that was more extrovert and I was really, really shy. But then I've said that before, that I often wonder, because I then went on to do all of this, it might mean that he then went into himself a little bit different. I don't know. It doesn't always work like that. But anyway, I can't really, again, I can fucking maybe one day I'll be able to give you a better example. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's that, and then look at what I just said, discovery and dissipating, but that's breaking up within you, that block. And because that's what you identify, Charlotte, is that will be a block. So that simple act of just you naming that and bringing it to the light of day, it'll shift something. And it should, because you're going to hear my annoying voice, but you're going to hear my voice being like, just put that out. It's good the way it is. Better done than perfect, you know what I'm saying? Right, like, what am I doing? Right, let's read these. Right, so discovery. Root chakra, because yeah, think about it, it's all a discovery. Nothing needs to be perfect before you put it out there, before you say it. I am more than I think I am. Life is easy for young Pink. He takes his gifts for granted and tells you a lot about gifts until one day he loses petunia. Oh my God. Charlotte, it's about lost love. Well, can you see? I told you we were talking about work and now we're bringing it back to the love. Until one day he loses Petunia, the love of his life, forcing him on an inner journey. By the way, I'm sorry, I'm actually that's going to be interesting when I watch that back, because I just interesting. He works hard on himself, hoping, sorry, not hopping, hoping for another chance that doesn't come. In desperation, he consults Sky God and learns that Petunia is incapable of receiving love. Oh my God, now we need to be serious. Hello, Michelle, how are you? See how much that fits with the twin flame journey? And what I just said about, it was really about having compassion for people. Just because it's easy for you to speak your truth, or it's easy for you to do something that's easy for you to do, don't assume that it's easy for your twin to do that, because it mostly fucking, let me tell you, it won't be. It will take a lot for your twin to talk to you. And then, of course, just add on the fact that they may have fucked you over in certain ways, like, you know what I mean, that you might not even know about, or they might not. It's different for different people. But it's all kind of comes from a deep place of all of our inner child wounds. That's what the next video is about that I haven't published, actually. Yeah, Pink recognises that Petunia's role in his life has been to expand his capacity to love. And that's why I read that comment out earlier, isn't it? So when that woman's describing the relationship with her twin, it's not that he doesn't love her back, it's that he loves her so much and it fucking terrifies him that it's a lot easier for him to get in, whether that guy's getting in loads of kind of less fulfilling sexual encounters longing after her, but being terrified of doing about that, or, you know, in another long-term relationship, but it's not her, so it's not scary for him. It doesn't really matter. It's like, he's obviously not capable of receiving that. Sorry, you can see my belly. Was like my joggers as well. Oh, never mind. I've got the joggers on because when I'm sitting here, I've not put my jeans on. But it's like, and then you look, even the fact that I'm saying that, it's like, you know, you stop trying to be a perfect person, because that's what I think twin flames do. You feel like you need to be some perfect person, some picture perfect person that doesn't do all the things that other fucking normal fucking folk do, whatever normal is, but you know what I mean? It's like they're just a person and you need to take them off the pedestal. I had my twin flame on a pedestal for ages. Listen, I think we all know I can fucking talk about for fucking hours about how much I fucking love the guy and all that kind of, even the things I'm like, look, I don't remember what he's like anymore. He's probably nothing fucking like that. And then there you go, that would be a worry as well for twin flames. They think they fucking like me, they don't even know me anymore, but it doesn't matter because it's an energetic connection, you know what I mean? And then it's a physical manifestation when the twin is able to receive that love and not feeling unworthy of it. There we go. Right. Are you trying to recapture a past that no longer fits? If you're presently upset or struggling with a difficult situation, you may be seeking to keep something that is far less than what you deserve. And you see, that's like when I said, it's like, let situations go. Well, it's actually, I said it a bit harsher than that in a shorts earlier, but it's let situations go. Like if someone or something isn't giving you back what it is you deserve, let it go until they're ready to give it until they're ready, let it or let them go until they're ready to step up to the plate. Or if it's about a business thing, it's like, let that idea go until you're ready to fit those shoes. You know what I mean? Until you're ready for it. Because they're showing me things in my life that I've wanted to. Actually, I'll tell you, I've done it this year. So yeah, go me. I wanted to, so I'm saying, oh yeah, when I read out that Charlotte's saying about her wanting to do her signature course and not doing it, that's why I read out and I said, I have been trying to do that for the past 7 years, because there is things like I named something in mind like 5 years ago, but I am aiming on putting it out. It's not going to be realistic that it's before the end of the year, but it'll be quite soon in the next year. Yeah, but there is a possibility I could with one of the things. But what I did do was I did do that, you know, but it was more spontaneous, was the, I forgot what I called it, girls. The one about the subconscious blocks to love, where we worked through that book. And again, it's fucking changed all of our lives. There was only 4 women in that and me, but it's changed all of our lives. And, you know, were we hoping that there was some twin flame unions for, you know, all of us or any of us? Absolutely. But somebody did somebody did come into twin flame union on that, actually. They were already in contact, but it brought them closer together. And well, for the rest of us, we'll just need to wait and see. But the work has been done. The paving has been set. And the subconscious blocks, a lot of them that were in the way to not only the true love, but even the self-love. You know, a lot of that work was done, like so much work was done. So that was a huge thing for me, that like, you know, I wanted to do a bigger course and we done it. Took fucking ages and it took double the time, but that's not the point. I'd done it. See, better done than perfect. Messy fucking action. Well done, me. I just acknowledged something that I'd done that I delayed for a while. But you see, I would have liked to have then put something out again before the end of the year, but that's just not realistic because I actually just don't want to. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to. I just kind of want to chill now. And I just kind of want to get my counselling clients for next year to start in the January or maybe in the February. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just being honest. And then I'll have a few, you know, individual sessions, but I quite like right now. I'm not, oh, I was about to say committed. How interesting. Yeah, I feel free. How interesting. Oh my God. Okay, well, not get excited for me, but I just I feel free for the first time in a very fucking long time. I feel free. Oh God, right. So if I didn't feel free and I felt tied down to lots of other commitments that weren't romantic for me, see what I'm getting? It means that whoever the other half of my soul was, he will have had to have mirrored that. And I very much suspect that will have been mirrored in romantic things, or he could have been trapped in it. That was really fucking deep shit, guys. God, well, might still be going on. Right, okay, anyway, so sorry. Well, I feel free for the first time and it only fucking yeah, right, okay, right, okay. Wow, that was pretty nuts. Right, okay, so back to Charlotte, but that was right, okay. So am I happy in this situation? Well, and then there you go, I just said, no, that's not what I would do. My soul's like, no, I'd quite like to actually not be being as busy, Claire, please. When is it benefit? See, that was a bit weird, wasn't it? Why did I just say that like that to my own self? I don't usually do that. How is it benefiting me? The healing of predetermined agreements must be addressed. Awareness is healing. And then look, Michelle wrote epiphany, bam. Interesting. Leaving the past behind, a readiness for a new adventure, a willingness to venture into uncharted territory. Are we sticking with the program that this is Charlotte's? What is blocking you, by the way? So what's blocking you is not going into uncharted territory. And you'd already got that message from Spirit. And I'm just here to fucking foghorn it back at you to be like, yep, answering your own question in the comments like I do, yep, got that thing, yep. So you need to do something big and scary, all of you, everyone watching this. If you bother to take the fucking time to watch this, 2 hours deep, you better do something scary tonight, not tomorrow, tonight, or whatever time it is where you live. A new level of self-care, uplift, journey, commitment. I'm not shitting you. The key word is commitment. Interesting. So here's the meditation. Close your eyes. I mean, it's a lot of opening your eyes, closing your eyes. This is a form of hypnotherapy, by the way. I mean, everything I do is, but I'm not that, like, see when you're getting someone to open and close their eyes, it is coming out of different states. Imagine something that you're presently passionate about. Allow the feeling to well up inside of you. Even squeeze a tear out. I've not got time for that shit, but it depends how emotional you are. It is a full moon. Now begin a journey to the mountain of the sky god. Your human worries drop away as you climb. And remember I said, I'm taking us higher, higher and higher. How does the Michael Bublé one go? When you go low and I go higher, and I don't know the words, but it's something like that. I know the tune. It's a bit of a newer one. Anyway, something like that. When you reach the peak, the sky god joins you and begins to speak. Listen carefully. Right, okay. So now we've got dissipating. You can open your eyes again. Oh, fuck me. I just got drawn the word joy and I'm like, I don't know, my soul is quite happy to not be tied down in it, isn't it? I'm telling you, like, listen, my soul is all about freedom, and it's because this full moon's about freedom. Anywhere where Uranus is involved, anywhere where your Uranus is involved, the planet, but that was funny. It's about freedom and being a rebel. And quite clearly, my soul's been feeling really tied down. I didn't realise because I enjoy my work that much, but I suppose I'm like married to my work. Yeah, shit. Remember, I did say that. I did say that once, that somebody read for me a couple of years ago, and they said whenever whoever it is, my twin flame, gets in touch with me, I've basically not to be too busy with work. I'm not shitting you. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Do you know how fucking long I've been waiting on this shit? Whoever it is will be getting dropped like a hot tatty. I'll be like, listen, Ted, I'll help you later. I need you fucking answer this call, right? I'm joking. I wouldn't actually do that to someone. I know I say when you're joking, people are being serious, but I wouldn't do that to someone. I would be like, fucking hurry up. I'm joking. But it's true. You know what I mean? It's interesting, isn't it? Right. So notice where it is that you are tying yourself into things. And your soul's maybe longing to do something, maybe just for a bit of freedom, and it might just be a bit of a fucking break. And like I say, I literally have been, oh God, sorry, I need to stop doing this because I'm having so many epiphanies. I've been tied to my work like that, devoted for years on end. I've not really had a lot of breaks in between. This is my fault. I'm joking. It's nobody's fault. It's just it is what it is, but it's quite interesting. It happens the way it's meant to happen. I am more than I think I am. Canary, a pet bird, has wonderful ideas for an action movie. Oh God, and this one, I forgot. This card's going to make sense too. Ideas for an action movie starring his owner, Mrs. Robinson. that might have weird fucking references for someone too. They frequently discuss the exciting plot with friends and family, but when they're given money to make the screenplay a reality, Canary and Mrs. Robinson choose to go on a cruise instead. But remember, Charlotte, that other card was about where could you get distracted and do something else, you know, other than the thing you really want to do. For the rest of their lives, they talk about their great story and they exist in a fantasy, not reality. And that's like when I've said on the Twin Flame journey, the people with Venus in the 12th house, which is a lot of people I help and a lot of people that tune in here. Yeah, don't be that person that's like an old lady or an old man sitting in a chair like that card in the nursing home, telling the very sad story of the opportunity that you missed because you didn't go for it. Beware of being imprisoned by the story you tell yourself, and that is what that placement's about. And again, although you've not got Venus in the 12th house, Charlotte, again, you know, I'm doing yours and then I'm bringing out the collective, so I don't need to do the collective, basically. You have got another planet there, so you could associate with some of what I'm saying. You could create an illusion of, you could create an illusion and not taking action for something because it's not time and you're not ready, when actually it is time and you are ready. It's a fucking illusion. There you go. Some of the time, you know, sometimes you might not be ready, but do you intend to do what you say? Personal inquiry, a lack of planning does not indicate misfortune. Am I doing what I say? And that's actually said that twice. Oh my God, look at this. Key ideas. Take an action. Remember, my whole message to people is fucking let's go. Messy action. That's hilarious. I'm doing the challenge soon. Anybody that's struggling with shit like this, I'm doing the challenge starting the week beginning the 21st. And the new moon is the 23rd. That's actually my moon. So I'm starting a challenge that week. And the 21st is the last day of Scorpio season. So that's when we're going to get into the limiting beliefs, like what we just done here. And then it'll just be a whole shitload of fun after that because it's Sagittarius season. And that's freedom. Everything I've said has meaning here. Content to dream. Going in content to dream. But that, how funny is that? Because it means content to dream, happy to dream. But I said content to dream. Like content, your work content is your dream content. You should be putting out your dream content. Oh my God. Charlotte's going to fucking regret the day she said yes to this being deeper. But I know you're not. So strong intelligence, which Charlotte has. Are you showing all of that? Making excuses, procrastinating. Hello, Libra moon. Companionship, connection, assistance. Right. Here's a meditation again on, would you believe it? Page fucking 37. There's been a lot of synchronicities very close back to back there with what I was just saying. So close your eyes and sit quietly with what you speak of so frequently. Take a breath. What do you wish to do? Become aware of the feeling in your body. Is it apprehension, enthusiasm? In your mind's eye, which remember is the space in between your brows for the newbies that don't know that, the guys and the gals that are just awakening your third eye and awakening to there's more to life than the life you've been living. That is spiritual awakening. Take one step towards carrying out your wish. A little bit like the thing when I said go this way, go that way. Guys, actually, people let me know how that helped you. When, not right now, but, you know, the one where it was like you go this way or that way and look in the mirror, which one do your eyes sparkle a little bit more? For example, are you thinking of writing a book? Pull out the first sheet of paper or turn on the computer. Then take the next step. Then the next. Will you dream it or do it? And everybody that's done my challenge before, you should notice that that's basically what my challenge is. What's your limit and belief? Do something to counteract it, do something to counteract it. And you think, well, fucking anyone could do that. Aye, but like I just said, anyone does that. They can do it if they want. They're not me, are they? They've not got my gift and they've not got my unique skill set and my soul's blueprint. So they can try and do that if they want. It's not going to be as fucking good. And the people aren't going to get the results that I get from people. Just saying. Do you know what I mean? So it's about, you know what I mean? Just do it. And I feel they're getting me to say that. And now I'm going to shuffle. And if a card comes out about, there's one about comparison, or it says something about jealousy or something. I did pull it for a client earlier. But it's basically, you know, remember when I used to say all the time, I used to not do some of my stuff that I wanted to do in public because I just can't stand it when people copy me. It's my biggest pet hate. And I still don't like it. But I don't give as even nearly as half of a shit as what I did before because of that. And I've always said that to people, it doesn't matter. They're not you. They're not you. So the people that are drawn to you want you. A lot of think about how many people pay a lot of money for something, right? And it's the same shit you can get on YouTube for free, but they don't want to hear, they don't want to be taught that by the free person on YouTube. They want it from you, and they actually are willing to pay money to you to learn it from you. You know what I mean? I was going to say you can't buy it, but you can't. You know what I mean? There's a market for everything. Right. What does Charlotte need to go with that? Positivity, faith, and optimism. Yes, so it's about channeling that positivity, faith, and optimism into whatever it is you want to do, and don't fall back into doubt, fear, and worry, because that's what the energy is wanting people to do right now. It's wanting people to stay stuck in stuck work situations, half-hearted things that you aren't as, you know, passionate about, you know, stuck in relationships where that applies, romantic ones, or stuck in friendships where it's like, oh, you know, I've known them 20 years and, you know, yeah, we've not got anything in common anymore, and they're kind of condescending and kind of gaslighting me, but, you know, it's my friends in school or whatever. It doesn't matter. Why are you doing that to yourself? Life's too short. Sorry to use a cliche, but it's true. That will have been someone's, by the way. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path you're on. Keep the faith and keep going. Now, that felt like it was about work, but that is also about the twin flame journey, isn't it? Look, release resentments about money. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentments about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool you can use to better the world, and this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. And that kind of ties in when I was saying about the gratitude. But listen, I find that hard to do because, yeah, I mean, I do in these times, but right. So, and last but not least, what is the last one? And again, by the way, if you liked what I've done here, you can email soulfamwolfpack@gmail.com, and my assistant can give you the details on you getting this for yourself on a, not as long as this, but you never know, it depends what you pick. On an unlisted video, only if I've met you at least once before on a live Zoom and know who you are, then I can do them. Or you can have it live if you prefer that. Right, so the last one is probably going to be something about the result, isn't it? So that was what is blocking you. So what is blocking you is basically something, I would say it's a subconscious block, and it'll be something that's an illusion about taking action. In the meditation where we wrote something down, I actually wrote, keep going. Oh my God, I love it. Oh, and thank you for sharing that, Charlotte, because that might seem really simple, but that's amazing. And again, it's not me, it's spirit saying it through me, but I love that you wrote that. It's just, you know, you know this, and this happens all the time. And this is because me and Charlotte have got such a beautiful synergy. It's like, it's well, it basically just reminds me of what it should be like with your twin flame. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully I've got this kind, not hopefully, definitely when he fucking moves his arse, but it's like, it's like, you know what I mean? It just fucking works. Do you know what I mean? This works as a soul family friendship. And you get that bit, it just works. It just works. It just flows. It's peaceful and it flows and it's, you know what I mean? But me and Charlotte also do think very differently, don't we? But it just works. You know what I mean? It's like you can balance me out and I can balance you. It's fucking brilliant. Right, anyway, so but I'm not joking. I'm channeling the twin flame thing. So as this is what I think I say this every time. I think I actually say the same thing, and it's not. They say the same thing through me every time I read for you. I've said this before. It's like deja vu. Right. What you must do to create what you desire. Right. Give us the fucking answers. How long have I been? How long have I been doing this for? I didn't even set an alarm because I was just like, I just want to get lost in the sauce. What's that from? What the fuck did I miss something? What happened after we climbed the mountain? Did I not take people back down from a mountain? Sorry, I might not have taken you back down from a mountain. Did you fall asleep? When you get to the top, that's hilarious. Didn't pause to listen. You'd think by now I'd know my chart through hypnosis, always having to check. Nah, but the thing is though, right, what I would say about that is, you know, because I know what you mean. Like, I bet you I think someone else has said that to me before, or I've maybe just felt them thinking it, but not necessarily, because you'd be hard pushed trying to find someone that was as, well, unless we're an astrologer, but you know, you'd be hard pushed trying to find somebody who's passionate about astrology. I'm not going to say as me, because there definitely are out there, but I mean, the way that I weave it into literally everything that I do. But that is actually what I would say anybody interested in astrology in a big way does do that. Like, they're always, like, to me, like, I'm not even going to shit you, right? Like, I mean, you can tell that every fucking person I come into contact with, it's very rare that I'm not going to know what their fucking chart is. Like, seriously, like, it's people are walking, talking star signs to me. They're walking, talking sun, moon, rising. And some people, I see them more as their moon or more as their rising. Or, like, you know, to me, it just unlocks all of life's big questions. And, you know, seriously, like with everything, you know, love, business, childhood issues, like you name it. And if you've had the psychic astrology empowerment reading me, which all of you chatting on the thing have, you know that, it just unlocks everything. But what doesn't surprise me is that you wouldn't remember the bits, is because that's not your thing. You know what I mean? You know what your thing is. And it's like, but that's my thing. So it's like, it's you know, it's like when they say, you know, when you found your thing, because you should be talking, walking, eating, breathing, it's your life. And people should actually kind of perceive you as a bit obsessed with it. I can't remember where that comes from, but it's true. So anyway, sorry, I went really deep with that, but you know what I mean? It's like, you don't need to remember. I mean, there's bits, well, I kind of do. I know the bits of my, I kind of do know my chart inside out. But when it comes to like some of the more complicated aspects in that, I don't know it. And there would be somebody that actually, you know, knows astrology in a different way, you know, probably the textbook sort of way, would be able to tell me things that even I don't know. But I bet you I probably would have picked that. I would have channeled it in a different way, and I just understand it. But yeah, it is fascinating. It's like, you know, I love looking at twin flames charts too, because you can just understand what's going on there too, and it often does mirror. Like I've said that before about the fact that, like, I don't know exactly what the houses would be for Matthew, but I can work out the majority of it to know why, you know, out of all the thousands of people's charts or sessions that I've done with people, I've never quite felt like the intensity was there with really anybody else I've ever read for. And it's because of both of our Scorpio energy. Basically, I would say it's like fucking intense. Do you know what I mean? Like, basically. So if you've got that kind of going on with someone too, it's like, and it's just intense. That's just the word that always just, but intense can be really fucking hot. But you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just really uncomfortable when you want to run away. So this is kind of like, you know, that's quite a lot to navigate. You've got to find well, it's a little bit like, I don't know if I published, I think it is the one I published. I said about running away down an alley, like, you know, that if I saw him in the street, like, Like, it's because it would depend. Do you know what I mean? I would be fucking jumping in the fucking seat. Anyway, funny but true. Right, so what you must do to create what you desire. But then I've been running away from my own masculine energy. Oh, Discovery's just come out again. They're like, we've just fucking told you what to do to create what you desire. Just fucking do it. Just discover. Just remember, that's the one about the sad story about the fucking man with the woman and the fucking whatever. It's, you know, not fulfilling something. And, you know, I'm mixing up the one with the old lady, but it was something about that, wasn't it? It was a sad love story that never got fucking done. Just take the action, find out. It's a little bit like, you know, it's a little bit like the fear of rejection thing that I'm feeling, is that whether it's love or whether it's work, it's like, just fucking do the thing. Do you know what I mean? And do it in your own way. I mean, look at the way I'm doing it. It's not the way that most people would do it. There are some people on you, but even they're not the same, you know, because they probably have actually contacted their twin about 1 million times and been ghosted. I've not fucking done that, by the way. I've not done that. Nowhere near fucking done that. Isolation. I've done that. I was like, right, he doesn't want me right now. I'm just going to put myself into isolation and not let any other near man be. Look. Look at that. Insecurity. And it's a man guarding his heart. Interesting. Nope, I'm not going near that. That's going to hurt me. I'm not going near them. That's going to hurt me. What's that one? We're going to get back to Charlotte's. The greatest adversary is the one living inside of me. Miraculous change. Oh, look, it's still, look, so they're just dipping out our channel about that, but this is Charlotte's one for what you must do to create what you desire. That makes sense, actually. Insecurity, because that is why do we not do something? It's because we're scared of doing it. So it's like we're feeling like we're not going to be good enough, but it's weird how it made sense of what I just said. Miraculous changes lie ahead, and that's been the whole thing. You're so close to a breakthrough, but the breakthrough might look like, weirdly, what I'm feeling is the same with me. Your breakthrough might be looking like not doing not doing very much right now. And it's like, almost kind of part of me doesn't want to be saying like using the time for planning, because I feel like you do a whole lot of planning and not putting shit out. But it's like, I more feel like it's like, it's something about really just going uncomfortably into that creative energy and really taking the time to unpack what is it you really, really want to do. Not the second best thing or the third or the thing that feels as it or the thing that you think people want. Or it's just quite simply, I think I've said this to you before, I say it to everyone. Ask the people ask your audience what they want. You know what I mean? Like, what is it you want and what is it that you need? In fact, look, I'm going to fucking ask you, what is it that you want and what is it that you need right now? Do you know what I mean? I'll be fucking doing that when I've got the poll bit. But you know what I mean? Like, actually see if it's fitting with what people need right now. Yeah. And then that might not be why you're meant to be doing a certain thing. So life always takes a turn for the better when we face our demons. Stay on course. Oh my God, keep the faith, stay on course. This is for more than just you. Trust that an ally will appear. And that's funny that I just said ally. Ally. The gift of adversity is never given without the ability to overcome it. And this is why I say, no matter how hard your life is, we've all been given the life that we're able and capable of living, no matter how hard it is. So those of you that have an extremely long, painful twin flame journey, it's because it's all going to work out. It doesn't mean you're not going to have painful bits, you're not going to have confusing bits, you're not going to have bits where you think something's going to happen and then no, somebody runs back and they run into the arms of someone else, or like, or whatever else happens and you're done. All these twists and turns are going to happen. And in the end, you're still going to end up with your twin, which is why I say that, unfortunately. Like, look, I send love to all the other folk that get involved in karmic partners and that. Good fucking luck to you, because you can't get in between these connections. Like, you know, you might be able to physically kind of turn someone's attention for a moment, but like I always say, who is that person thinking of late at night in the dark when they can't get to sleep, A lot of the time, it's not the person sleeping right next to them, unless that is their twin flame. You know what I'm saying? Is that true spirit? Whatever I'm channeling there. Oh, we will be together again. The timing just wasn't right for us. Would you fucking look at that? That's trust, guys, because it's not me. It's not me. And I know sometimes it really, that you can feel the emotion behind it. It's like, oh, that's Claire talking about whatever's going on with her. Remember, I don't fucking know if that applies to me, because I don't fucking know what the situation is there. It would be really quite nice to know, and no, not from the gossips if you're watching this 3 hours deep. I lost myself for a little while. You and I were too young. Fuck me. That actually was my story, I think, a lot of it. But anyway, that was someone else's too. Right, so... do I listen to my fear? How can I tap into my courage? Charlotte, do you listen to your fear too much? And how can you tap into your courage? Hopefully we've fired you up here with this. Being courageous, facing adversity, finding tremendous power within, undervaluing your contribution. Bingo. Undervaluing your contribution. So you know what you do, and you feel like people are undervaluing your contribution. Pull it right back and pull all your energy back, and you'll get this more than most. You know what I mean? You understand soul retrieval. Pull your energy right back. Go within and pull your energy back. Like, just see where you've sort of dissipated that card, where the bits of your energy are. Pull it back. That's what we've been doing on this live right now too. But you know what I mean? It's like, really take that time to go within to pull it back, because not only is that helping you, I feel it's because your twin needs it as well. Yeah, right. Being courageous, I've just read that bit. Freedom. Oh my God, and I was channeling all about freedom. See, I was talking about me at that bit. It's you too. Again, it's twin thing. Freedom, bravery, success. Boom, drop the mic. We fucking love it. Send Charlotte shitloads of success. She deserves it. So, and while you're at it, all of us on this, please. Thanks. Right, so from a place of peace, call upon 2 or 3 of your spiritual protectors. When they appear, express your fears. Allow your protectors to give you strength and assist you in becoming greater than your fears. I'll give you a minute to do that, because I said that pretty fast. So basically, close your eyes, call on your spiritual protectors, your power animals, your loved ones in spirit. I'm going to stay quiet for a couple of minutes. Really call on the loved ones in spirit. Dead people, to be blunt, you know, if you're like, what's that mean? Because they're there in another dimension and they want to talk to you. And if you don't let them talk to you, they're going to talk to me all night. So let them talk to you, for fuck's sake, whoever's needing. And just tell them what you're afraid of. And by the way, can I just say, anybody that received the distance healing last night, which is only a tiny handful of people on my highest platform, I took the time, if you watch that video, I mean, you can watch the video to see what I mean, actually. Just keep your eyes closed while I'm saying this, but I explained a little bit that, like, I actually know what all of those people really want. And so I explained it to somebody else that I was talking to today that was receiving that healing, that just see it as if I came and whispered in your ear as you were sleeping last night. That, yeah, you can have all that stuff that you want. And just, you know, I just know the things. I mean, obviously I don't know everything, but I know, well, God does, and then God tells me. But do you mean, it's like, I know each and every one of those people very well. And therefore I was, doing a bit of clearing around that for all of us. And it was all things to do with everything to do with Taurus. It was all things to do with money, self-worth, value. And knowing that you are good enough for the things that you want to happen in your life. So give it to your loved ones in spirit, give it to your power animals. How do you feel now? And now, before you open your eyes, just let that shit go. It's a little bit like, I'm seeing, you know, those worry dolls. You get these little dolls. I can't remember what country that originates from, but I've got them through my room. Maybe I need to do that tonight. But it's like, you know, I've got them inside my bed and I actually never use them, but it's a good analogy. You know, they've got 5 little dolls made of wire and wool or whatever. And you say you tell the dolls your worries. and then you put them in the little box and you put it under your pillow and you let that shit go. By the way, I've just convinced myself that I want to do that every fucking night now. Will I do it? Probably not. I'm an Aries. But you know what I'm saying? It depends how much you worry. Depends how much that shit keeps you asleep. Nothing is worth worrying that much. Right, open your eyes now. And completion. And that's that. Yeah. What you must do to create what you desire. Completion. Like, complete what it is you really want to do. Get the thing done. Growth. That's growth. Moving outside your comfort zone. Charlotte, I really do just feel like Spirit just fucking hammered home whatever it was you've been feeling yourself anyway. And then look, we pulled my eyes down to sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Accept what you can't control. There are two types of problems. One we can solve and ones we can't. Do everything you can to tackle the problems you can solve and accept the rest is out of your control. Right, I'm fucking done. This is what I've been channeling about from the start. Knowing when to let go is a big step towards reducing tension in your life. And that includes, to go into the collective, that includes when you're trying to control whatever's going on in your twin flame dynamic. You can't control another person's actions. You can't control how you feel either. You can love them, you know, you can love them and you can love them unconditionally, but you have to just accept things the way they are and keep working on yourself. And then that is what in turn, ironically, helps the other person do whatever it is and whatever they need to be, wherever they need to be. And then things come together when they're meant to. Loves, I'm in and out of sleep, doing good, sign off. All right, love you, right, night. Right, okay, so yeah, but that makes sense what you just said, Nix, because you're Aquarius moon and that's about detachment. So not feeling very connected to it actually makes sense to me. Planning and not putting stuff out. Yeah, I know. I hear you, Charlotte. I mean, like, I've done that. I would really say I only started really putting stuff out in the way that I really only started being who I really wanted to be properly with all of this stuff. I would say, but yeah, my North Node, there you go. That actually ties in with what I was saying about the North Node and Taurus. My North Node's in Gemini, and it was, yeah, when we went into lockdown, ironically, you know what I mean? Because everybody was trying to get not everybody, a lot of people were trying to get more used to Zoom and online stuff and online calls and all of that. And I was already a fucking pro because I'd been doing all of that for years. I jumped on that right before like a lot of other people. And then that's when I started doing more on here. And I mean, the rest is history. Do you know what I mean? So it's like and then actually, Charlotte, have you got the same Norton? Wait a minute, I think I've asked you that before, and I think weirdly yours is. No, you must be that too. Are you North Node in Gemini as well? Like, can you recognize that you kind of started owning something a little bit more? But yeah, basically the point of that is I had loads of amazing ideas that I didn't put out, and I didn't put some of them out until very recently. Because it's like I done that subconscious blocks to love one there with the ladies, but I also done last year, which I wanted to do this year and I never got around to doing it. I think, oh no, but there you go. There's an example where it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. But then I just done it with my individual client. That's what we just talked about earlier with I've done it, and I just done it, yeah, with one person. Because I said I was going to do it. Yeah, I said I was going to do it with individuals or a group. And I put the stuff out for the group and it just wasn't time, because I was just pushing it. And I wanted it to fit with the Virgo full moon or the new moon, whatever the fuck it was. Would have been the new moon, I think. But it was a huge success last year. And all the people that done it, which again it was only free because I do very small groups. It was 3 of them and 1 of me. But every one of us it's just the gift. I said this the other day to my friend, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Because the growth that each one of us have had in all areas of life, actually, that's my client that just got the new job. So I do feel it's a continuation. The work I've done with her personally was a continuation of what we done last year in that group. My other client and friend that was in that too she developed from, I spoke a lot of stuff about Feng Shui and all of that. And I know that she'd done bits and bobs of that anyway. And then she's grown that. My other client had stuff around food and valuing herself more and all this kind of stuff. And she, you know what I mean? You get it. And there's bits areas in my life where I've grown. So we all get there when we're meant to. And hopefully that helps people out there a little bit. It's taken me a long fucking time to get where I am. And I'm still, you know, I'm only fucking 407 subscribers deep and fucking 7 years on YouTube. But again, because I stopped and started and I left it. And this is just where I've always known I was meant to be here. And let's face it, YouTube isn't for everyone because it does take people through a shitload of fear. And yeah, but I feel at home on here. Do you know what I mean? So it's just find your whatever it is, your Instagram, your Facebook, whatever it is, and like I always say to people that are a bit more shy or that utilize the Facebook groups, you know, because I've done that for years. I'm just totally over it now. Like I say, I'm not even on Facebook. I'm on it, but I'm not using it, kind of thing. Like literally, it isn't even installed on my phone because I just don't care for it. Right, so, and I've never really liked that, you know, I just wanted to use it to help people, but I can do that here. Right, so, and focus on your priorities and release resentments about money. I've already read that one. So focus on your priorities, focus on the stuff you really want to do. Where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. So you see, I love this, because this will make sense for so many other people too, but where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. So if you're not receiving the oh my God, my mind's being blown with this because I'm helping myself when I'm helping you. But it's like, if you're not placing your focus on what it is you really want, that's why it's not working out. Because Spirit, no, you're not doing what you really want to do. You're kind of not half-arsing it, but, you know, half-heartedly going for the next best thing. And I just know that's when I don't really, really want to do something, it doesn't work out. Because that was the example of Divine Detox. I put it out there, but I wasn't really that excited about doing it again. It just kind of made sense to me. Therefore, it didn't work because I wasn't really passionate about it. And it's like I'm still waiting to see how I feel about doing the Clair Zooms where we go in the breakout rooms and all that, because I really do feel like I am going to want to do it this year and that I am going to be excited about it. But I thought that last year and I wasn't, but I am planning to. But I could change my mind at the last minute. And again, that's why I'm in human design. I go with how I'm feeling at my sacral chakra. That's what makes my mind, well, doesn't say right to make up my mind, but you know what I mean? That's what makes a decision for me. Your priorities are calling to you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them the time and attention oh my God, I need to drop the mic moment again. Time and attention they and you deserve. And remember that bit when I said about 100 million years ago, but remember when I said something about, well, pulling it all back to you, which I've said loads, but it was something about like when it was like trying to help you, but trying to help everyone at the same time. It can be quite hard to do that. You know what I mean? Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. Yeah, it's just basically not running away from the thing you really want to do. Abundance mindset. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. Right, love it. Yes, Gemini North Node 2. I was reading about it today. Oh, look, well, there you go. That's probably why I'm saying about it. So where is it? I don't know why I'm shouting. Where is it, Charlotte, in your chart? Can you remember? But basically, that's what I'm saying is, you know, generally to me, when it's your North Node, you start getting some kind of shit together. You know what I mean? And it's not always love, because for me, it wasn't love. It was work. Well, it's balance. It was always, well, actually, I balanced my own energy. You know, I'm always focused on balancing my own energy, but it was like, right, you know, well, that's not the area of life I'm meant to be focused on right now. And again, you just got to accept if nothing's fucking happening there and somebody's otherwise engaged, then, you know, throw your shell at your work. That's what Divine Feminine is meant to do. And then at another time, it won't fucking be that. Oh, Christ, the sixth house. Well, there you go. That's where my sun is. And if that's right, my sun, that'll be how I understand that. It's like I am meant to literally be doing something every day, even if it is just the shorts. Like, so I don't need to be this fucking busy every day. Fuck, I can't handle that. I mean, it already feels like it was only yesterday I done this last Tuesday. But it's because the sixth house is busy. It's very busy. It's Virgo. It's about being of service to others. So wherever you've got that, you've got to be service to others. So if your destiny is in the sixth house, again, you're a bit the same. It's a bit the same as it's something like you're meant to be, your destiny is to be doing that work every day, basically. Do you know what I mean? So you need to find some way of, your soul wants to be of service every day, but it can be in the ways that, you know, which I'm working on right now, and which you said, it can be of service every day, like with a pre-recorded course. So that could be the gift that keeps on giving, but you just record it once, other people are buying it, the money's coming in, and you're fucking kicking back watching the telly. That's what I'm fucking aiming for. I wish I'd got the finger out and fucking done, but again, I think I may still do it before Christmas. Do you know what I'm saying? I know you know what I'm saying. Right, so right, I feel I want to totally wrap this up just to see if it reiterates the message or it's a different one with an animal card. What does Charlotte need to go with that? And then I'm not going to do a collective thing because I've done the collective. Oh God, that jumped out. Oh, look at that. Fucking hell. And it's number. Can you guess what number it is? I didn't show it yet. Let's see who's been paying attention for 3 hours. What number do you think this card is? So it's got Charlotte's message on it, but I think it's got a message for others as well. And it'll only be a few people out there. Yes, of course it's 37. By the way, can I just say, I'm so fucking over this. It's not even funny. If I suddenly get starting fucking and it's confused, if I suddenly keep getting drawn to 37 and 38, we know that it's just fucking been somebody's birthday, don't we? I don't fucking need to tell you when it is, because that'll fucking start happening from the day that fucking oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, he must fucking see shit about Claire and fucking Cornwall every. Why am I doing that? It's like the bit of skin. Anyway, lion spirit. Be generous of spirit. Look, fits with the message. You're meant to be of service every day. That's the bad news. The 6th house is a busy house. If you've not got a planet in your 6th house, think yourself fucking lucky. There is power in self-kindness. That's the thing that us people with planets in the 6th house need to learn. Self-kindness. And it's taken me a long fucking time because I'm nearly 40 and I'm fucking exhausted. Right, so and I've only just learned how to do it. I'm not even joking, by the way. Right, okay, so I need to fucking eat something, guys. Right, so right, wait a minute, what order was that? Well, that was a bit aggressive. Oh my God. The tidying of the cards needs to happen again, guys. It's that time. Yes, me too. Wait a minute, in the same house? Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Mine's actually aren't in the same house though, because my Chiron is in the 7th house. That's why I've had a long, lonely, sad love life where I can help people their love life in a shit hot way, even though I've been single for 20 years. Fell asleep, yeah. But that's what Chiron's about. It's our wounds. But from our greatest wounds comes our greatest teaching. See what I've done there? I want to get back together with you. I miss you so much. And then maybe one day you'll get somebody hitting you up saying that and it'll all be worth it. I'm terrified of being vulnerable with you in case I get hurt. I'm sorry. I don't know who these are for, by the way. I just picked them up and started shuffling. I'm totally obsessed with you. Please be mine. Yeah, again, you see what I mean? Like, this is what a lot of these fucking guys and gals are going through out there. Right, Charlotte, the ones that were for you, where I regret lying to you. Now, again, it's, you know, we got to kind of pick it apart a bit. You were kids, you know, but anyway, I regret lying to you. I hid who I really am from you, and the timing just wasn't right for us. And that's when we lean on the vow thing again. And then you've just got to allow the colliding particles, you and him being that, to land where they may, going floating off into different, whatever that bit is, you know, getting involved with other people romantically, going on different ventures. And then the colliding particles oh, bump into each other again. And it's like, oh, remember me from school? And it's like, oh, of course I remember you from school because I think about you every fucking day. And I wonder why I think about you every fucking day. And here you are right in front of me. And it must be time. You know what I mean? If it actually happens like that, it must be going to happen like that. Mask, oh God, yeah, fuck me. Remember when I said, sorry, I need to stop saying that. Remember when I said your twin Nietzsche, masculine twin releasing lower self? You know what I mean? You need to go, you've fallen in, I think it's like you've fallen into that feminine because it's like you need to do a whole lot and not very much because you need to be in that calm, peaceful place to help your twin and just let go of expectations. And there's the 11/11 again. Fucking hell, it's coming up so much and it's because it's on Friday. You know what I mean? Oh my God, and you, oh, what the fuck? I hadn't actually saw that Charlotte had put 11/11 and then after, so there you go. Something in my, your Mac will sleep soon unless plugged into a power outlet. Well, we don't want the Macs going back to sleep, do we? It's not what we want. So processing karmic debris. It's all sort of fitting in here. Karmic relationship release in the past. I mean, this is what you're, if that's not you going through that, and we know Charlotte's not going through that because she's literally just got her divorce. There is a theme of freedom today, isn't there? With what I said about me, with what you said about you, and releasing the past. And that's what this full moon's about. People are releasing the past. And then when you release the past and you feel free, you can blossom and you can be one with yourself. And when you're one with yourself, you heal the past life healing. And then guess who comes back into your life? And for some people, it's at 11/11. That could be fucking Friday for some people, by the way. Don't get excited, guys, right? Listen, because I don't know who the fuck that is, right? It's someone. But let us know, for Christ's sake. 11/11, twin flame. Everything is possible. And my theory is, now, if this goes to sleep, hopefully it saves it. If it doesn't, it wasn't meant to be. Just the life, you know what I mean? But, well, other things in life too. Let it go. See what stays, see what comes back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I happen to feel that, you know, if you get a feeling, like I can think, if you get a feeling on a certain time of year or whatever, a certain month, and you're like, that's really weird because I really felt like something was going to happen. Like I felt like, yeah, I just felt like something was going to happen with me and my twin. I've got a theory that I bet, oh my God, now I sound like I'm channeling Dear John. Like it's always like that. It's quite funny. And I just really, oh my God, that actually hurt. It's, yeah, that I feel, I bet you it'll be like, but you tough to remember, but I do remember things like that. I bet you were getting a feeling around that month, like last year, because something's going to happen this year, or like the moons or something like that. That's what I think. But I might be wrong. Fast track to ascension, but I'm not wrong because it's spirit talking through me. Right, guys, I'm going to go now because I've been here for fucking ages. But we just go until it turns it off. What else was I going to do that I didn't do? Oh yeah, what I wanted to say is recognize around this week what was going on in your life in April. And I think if I remember rightly, it was right at the end of April. I think it might have been the 30th of April, where it was the new moon in Taurus eclipse, right? So think about what everything that's happened in your life since then, or things that you started that might be coming to an end, or I don't know, any, whatever, and just sort of see if you can see any links. Like I can think of things I was processing around that time that things have kind of, yeah, things are happening now. That's what I can think for me. I've done the collective, done Charlotte. Yeah, we've done what we need to do, guys. So again, 12th house Tuesday, kind of loosely. I mean, I spoke about the 12th house a little bit, really, but again, it's because everything I talk about every week is the 12th house. And I've just showed you. It's like, you know, I help unpack people's limiting beliefs and the things that are stopping them. The people think, it's like my client even said it earlier, and I've taught her loads about that. And she's amazing at all of that, but she even said something that I caught her with. And I said, and she said, oh, you know, it's stupid, but, and it's like, it's not stupid. It comes from somewhere. You know what I mean? And it's like, these are the things that people need to talk about. You might not need to get counselling with it, but like say, everyone needs counselling. You might not choose to get it, but everybody does need counselling. But everyone needs someone to listen to them, put it that way. And not kind of, you know, push it away as if it doesn't matter. Because these things can actually have a huge negative effect on the rest of your life if you don't. And again, don't ask me why life's set up like that, but I suppose it's to make it fucking interesting. But some of us got a really rough ride it, and you know, we're a bit fucking fed up at some bits that are boring as fuck. So anyway, on that note, I think I need to go. I really am married to my work, haven't I? See, it can be a good thing and a bad thing though, because it's addictive. I had a memory earlier while washing up. I had a reading from someone in 2020 who had a card about a new romance, and it had a poppy, and she said November. Oh my God. Well, you never know. You never know on the old 11. Like, fucking hell, by the way, I would be delighted. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. I would be absolutely delighted, because I have channeled quite a lot of strong things for you. And it's like, there's some kind of magic coming for people. There is. But history has told, but yeah, so many years on this journey of helping people, and yes, myself, is just, yeah, let it go. Right, so thank you so much. I really appreciate this spread this evening. Just what I need. Good. I'm very glad. Right. Sleep well, everyone. And what's the last crystal message you want to leave people with, seeing as crystals come from the ground and it's an earth sign? Great. Oh my God, look at that. It's still tying in. Creativity. The ancestors say, share your creativity. You were given your gifts for a reason. Share your creativity. Make it a tangible thing. Help it to manifest. Help your ideas to manifest. That's Taurus energy. That will bring your soul peace. And if you don't know what it is you want, meditate on it. And accept yourself, because guess who that brings about? Soul connection crystal lovers. Once you accept yourself, you will attract your true divine lover into your life. And for some of you, it may be around 11:11. But you see, that might mean that they're going to text you at 11:11. But if somebody's done that to me, I'd be like, you fucking manipulated that to fuck. You know what I mean? I see right through it. Forgiveness. So, but you know what I mean? Anyway, banter. But it's true, isn't it? It could mean 11:11 the time. It could be 11:11 the date. It could be 11:11 on the 11:11. You just never know. You just got to wait and see. It could just be fucking, you know, 9:05 on a fucking, you know, day that hasn't got any. Right. It's very interesting though, because I've been told numbers and dates and bits and bobs of fucking all sorts. And yeah. I've also held on to things like that for a while too. So you just let go, but you'll remember when you're meant to, and it'll just be like, oh my God, fuck shit. Yeah, like what you just done. Right, okay. We're not meant to know. Let go and let God. One of my favorite sayings, Charlotte. I say it often. So absolutely, let go and let God. And have a beautiful sleep. And I love yous, and thank you for hanging out. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye. Oh yeah, and if anybody wants to book the same spread or something similar to that, email my assistant, and then she'll let you know. And yeah, see you later.